Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead. Bruh.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to call your dad and tell him you're thankful for him.
All right, got you. Hello.
What's going on?
I just wanted to tell you I'm thankful for you.
Why are you doing that?
Because you do a lot for me and I never give anything in return.
Well, you just made my day. Thank you for the call, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
All right, love you. Bye.
Can I ask?
Fucking what? We can't have a little fucking fun with it?
That's right. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Come taste gate.
Coming up.
Steel toe covering the cum.
Wait a minute. Morning milkshake.
Oh.
Snowballing? I mean, Yogurt Watch 2024. Oh my God, this one.
Confession. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear a confession. Well, maybe we may not. Will he give us the confession?
But here's the worst thing he can do.
I'm writing that one down. I think that's the one we go with.
Yeah, the worst thing he can do is say he's lying. Because then Rikishi will come back with Rikishi will come back with something else. So he's got to, you know, he can't milk this one. He got to just.
He's milked another one, but not this one.
Wait a minute, cum guzzling. The perfect name of the show. I think we'll call it this.
It's already taken. BF potty friend.
Milk.
Bastard.
Oh my God.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Hey everybody, get in here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm BF. We are live, and this is The Vibe. It's BF Live, The Vibe. Happy freaking New Year, everybody. What's up? Everybody here, 2025, we're clicking it over, folks. January 1st, 2025. What's good in the Stream Show hood? We all here? Everybody make it with all their limbs and everything? Everybody got what they came into the world with? How is everybody doing? Yes, folks, you see it right there. It is real. Whether we like it or not, we clicked it over, and I'm happy to be here for another one with you. 2025, a quarter of a century. We're already into the 2000s, folks. What's good? We all made it, right? Man, I had me a long night last night. I had a good fun night. I watched a little bit of I click all around. I watch like the New Year's shows that are kind of on the network TV. Rather than go stand out in the crowds, I watch other fools standing out in the crowds. And unfortunately, some bad things happen in the crowd. Like we talked about yesterday, you know, you're going out with a crowd of people, there's alcohol involved. And like our friend Chop said yesterday, it ain't the experienced people you got to worry about. It's the newbies, you know, those one-nighters that show up and all. So good and bad, we're here and we're made it. So I'm happy that you're here with us. Come on, man. I see there's a couple, 20 of you in here. What's good today? You want to hang out for the next couple, 3 hours? For those of you who were regular like viewers or followers of my flow, you might notice that I really didn't put my link out right away, folks, because I didn't know if I trusted my ability to recover from New Year's festivities and then turn it around and be here ready for noon. I tell you, I was well into the middle of the night. Matter of fact, Perry did like a 10-hour show last night. I tried to watch most of that as much as I could while having a life and enjoying the New Year's and stuff like that. But man, it was a long night. It was a fun night. I did so much. I cooked on the grill. We bought some other food. We had some friends and family over. So it was good stuff. But let's hang out with the chat family now. It's about that time to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme, as well as the opening chat family check-in. So what do you say I do it, folks? I'm going to put my glasses on, and we'll see if we have some friends join us. We don't have nobody backstage now, but the link is out to a few people. So let's see what happens in the next 3 hours. That's what I love the most about doing my show, BF Live, The Vibe. So let's create the vibe together. I'm going to put the glasses on. I'm going to run the element. I'm going to go to the chat. You're going to let me know what you're doing as we begin the BF Live opening chat family check-in for BF Live, The Vibe stream show 217. Let's go, folks. Happy New Year. We made it.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yes, Lord, that's how we create a vibe here on BF Live. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me. We're chat family, and we're here, and we're doing it.
We're doing it.
We are doing it. Let's get the old sound machine warmed up, and Gloria Estefan and all that. How you doing off the clock, Alexa? You've been busy lately.
Happy New Year, bitches.
It's always with the bitches. Hey, off the clock, Alexa. She had a busy holiday season, so maybe things are slowing down for off the clock Alexa, so she'll be hanging out with us. I'm going to start by reminding you that, as always, pinned at the top of every BF Live chat are my PayPal preset options. Thank you in advance. Can I get a Hoya? You will get a Hoya, sir. But I bet there's at least one more Hoya Organo in here, so let's wait for that one. Greetings, everyone, and Happy New Year from the Reverend Wild Bill. Come on, Bill. Happy New Year from Space Chief 75. Well, I think it's been a few days, and I think it's only appropriate that we call this show The Vibe. I love helping other creators and sharing a vibe, so let's do this right now. Let me pull up that video right here real quick, and let's get a vibe going and hook up a brother with a little promo at the same time. It's one of my favorite promo hookups, a Terry Knee joint for my bro, Space Chief 75. Check him out on Twitter and X, folks. And let's get this vibe going with this great AI song created by Terry Knee. It's Wednesday, folks. We're going to have fun here in the midday. Happy New Year. What's up, buddy? Happy New Year, Cyke Live checking in. We're going to do the news. We'll do our miserable news history moment, Cyke Labs. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Get some of this great original artwork printed on any shirt or hat or anything you want by going to his TeePublic store.
Flying through the stars on a cosmic quest. Spaceship 75, the galaxy's best. With power in his hands and fire in his eyes, he's blazing through the void where the universe lies. Space Chief 75, hero of the skies. With art so bold it mesmerizes. Merch so cool, it's out of this world. Join the adventure, let the stars
ladies, I guess. Thanks in air quotes. Oh my goodness. We'll check the National Day calendar. We got some pricing games. People seem to like the pricing games. We'll do some of that. There you go. Space Chief 75. You can catch his TeePublic store link in the chat throughout the entirety of the show just by checking out in the chat as I close some things right here and we continue on because Cyke Clyde checks in and says, Happy New Year. My collab bro, Buffalo Gang in the house, Cyke Clyde. Ding Dong, the lovely Ding Dong. She gets the kiss and you get the applause. Happy New Year, Ding Dong. Cyke gets the love from the Reverend Wild Bill. Space Chief 75. Happy New Year in Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Happy New Year right back to Cyke from Space Chief 75. The Reverend Wild Bill for Ding Dong. Happy New Year, Ding Dong. Ding Dong says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Space Chief 75. And the most, wow, thank you, the most generous Reverend Wild Bill checks in, says for the goal. Thank you. Here we go. Maybe I should save that to the end, but thank you to Reverend Wild Bill for your generous $2 super chat. How about that? Let me throw you out a hook out a brother with a Hoya. Here we go. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Cyke Clyde says Hoya to the Reverend Wild Bill and Happy New Year, Space Chief 75. Ding my love from Cyke Clyde, from Mr. Cyke Clyde himself. Cyke is getting the love right back. Oh, the horror, says Wild Bill. And he says, oh shit, he knows that means it's about to go down. It's about to get real for 3 hours here live every day when you hear that. Oh shit. Trigger checks in. Trigger my. What is up, Trigger my? How you doing, Trigger? Chops Talk's checking in saying Hoya. What's up, Chops Talk? Chops joined us the last few days, and I trust if he gets a little chance, he might be hopping in the show later. So we'll look forward to that. We have liftoff. The Reverend Wild Bill knows what's up. And Cyke Clyde says, Hoya, the Nightbot, Happy New Year, and Hoya, and keep up the good work from the Reverend Wild Bill. Testicle Tiger, my friend, checks in. Whoa, Testicle Tiger. Between trying to have New Year's like festivities and be hanging out with the family and then be on my phone, watching on TV, I was kind of in and out all the Perry stuff. I saw that the guitar almost come back last night, but then Michael J. Fox might be involved in the future of Perry's guitar now. How you doing, Testicle Tiger? Hoya chat family, I'm kind of dead this morning. I'll probably be listening a lot. Well, there you go. And I know that's why. Reverend Wild Bill says, Testicle Tiger, Happy New Year in Hoya. Johnny A checks in and he says, Happy New Year. And I haven't even seen it yet, but Johnny A always encourages you folks to please hit the like button on your way in or out of here. Johnny A getting the Happy New Year in the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Testicle Tiger, Happy New Year from Mrs. Cyke Clyde. Hoya Bill from Johnny A. Rev Hoya. Here comes my bro checking in saying always good evening no matter what time of the day or night it is. It's my bro, LJ Lowe. Thank you, man. Man, we made it to another new year. I don't know. All these days are like off and holiday feelings and having these extended periods of like maybe doing stuff with your family. I don't like every day feels like another Monday or a Friday. So I don't know if today feels like a Monday or a Friday, but lest anyone think it is Wednesday, folks. Good evening, LJ Lowe. Happy New Year, y'all, from Testicle Tiger. Ding is getting the love from Testicle Tiger. LJ Lowe Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Johnny A says Hoya to LJ Lowe. Martini Steve says, no, please. What are we doing here? I'm not sure what you know, please there, buddy. Maybe something in the liftoff reel. How you doing, Martini Steve, buddy? Hoya Rev from LJ Lowe and Hoya Johnny from LJ Lowe. Martini Steve, oh, the orange is the worst thing on the internet, and that includes cheese pizza. Well, that's funny. Yeah, Steve, I appreciate your opinion on that. And you see, I like playing that one because I got a little shot in there on him. They could name his gay morning show. How you doing, Martini Steve? Can you feel that? That means that's what's up. He knows what's up. That means we're about to have a party. LJ Lowe, Happy New Year, buddy, from Cyke Clyde. Kahuna checking in, saying, BF working on New Year's Day. Damn, the hardest working son of a bitch on the internet. You son of a bitch. He's the hardest working. I told y'all know that if I do Monday through Friday, 3 hours of live content every day, I'm not playing. I'm grinding, and I'm ready to start the new year off on the first day all the way. Let's go, Kahuna Nui. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says, my year has been made. I made it to the BF Live on time. All is right with the world now. Come on, let's go. Cyke Clyde shouts out Testicle Tiger, Martini Steve, Chops, Johnny A, and Happy New Year, everyone. Space Chief 75 says we are in fact doing.
We're doing it.
We're in fact doing it. Happy New Year, Cyke, my brother from LJ Low. Kahuna says Happy New Year's, BF, and all the sexy chatters.
Yeah.
Woo! It's already a sexy new year. You go ahead, Kahuna, getting sexy already in the new year. Yeah, I don't know. How did y'all celebrate it? Maybe it'll come up more in the comments as I go down on the chat. But yeah, like I said, I just hung around. I cooked a nice roast on the grill, and I must say, bueno, chef's kiss. Just my biased opinion. Had a little bit red in the center and a little bit well out on the ends. A little bit of something for everybody. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, whatever you did. Hoya, Blocky Fran, Buffalo Fran. You having fun with the emojis. BF, did you elope last night? Not that I'm aware of, Trigger. How you doing, man? No, I stayed up into the wee hours of the morning, kind of watching Perry as I was doing so many other things, having fun with my family and multitasking. Hoya Kahuna from Johnny A. We survived another one. Chops knows what's up. Come on, Chops. You're right, man. That's how you feel. Especially when you get a little older. You're like, man, you see that number click over, and you're like, yeah, I'm winning. So let's go. Nightbot is checking in with my T-Public merch store right there. Jerry Lane checks in and says, I had hail and fireworks. Well, come on with it. Oh, there it is right there. God damn, they still going off. Yeah, we get the mix in my neighborhood. Actually, a lot of times in my neighborhood, we're making the most noise out of anyone, and I don't care because on one night, on midnight, especially a New Year, I'll go out and do that. But last night, we had some newer neighbors come out and do some stuff, and but we got the fireworks as well. So I hope everybody had a safe one because not everybody did. Space Chief 75 says, I missed everything. Fell asleep early, but woke up when the fireworks started. And that's what's so funny, Space Chief. You've been hearing me talk about my roast and cooking on the grill. And so that's what I did. And then you get almost like the Thanksgiving. I get that food fog. Like I was literally sitting at the table with like a bit of a food fog. Oh, I see you, Flex. Haven't gotten to your chat, but I see you on the YouTube saying, anyways, cheers, BF Live. What's up, Flex? Oh, I can't. Worst start in my life. I'm going to get to your chats coming soon, but I see it on the YouTube feed. Hey, Johnny A. from Kahuna Nui. BF, you're the man. Thank you, Rev. I think you're the man. Appreciate you, brother. Blocky Fran emojis ×2 from Just a Guess. You can use them too if you're a member here on BF Live. LJ Lowe says, my only goal was to not be dead, and unless this is an elaborate final vision, I think I made it. That's what I'm saying, man. See, LJ Lowe, you're feeling what I'm saying, bro. You get to a point in life where if you see one click over and if you wake up on the right side of the dirt, it's a good day, man. So we're doing it. We're having a good one, matter of fact. Let's say
we're doing it.
We are. Reverend, my friend, Happy New Year from Kahuna Nui. Jerry Lahane Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Testicle Tiger says, I'm not sure if I'm alive yet. And maybe a lot of people are feeling that vibe today for sure on a day, the New Year's Day. And like I said, the reason I scheduled the show very late is because I thought it would be better to wait and see if I felt like doing a show, or if I could like physically do one rather than schedule one and then not show for it. But I'm like, I was going to like drive to do a show, and I'm here to do it. Hey, Bill from Jerry Lahane. Just a Guess Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Happy New Year, Kahooner from Cyke Clyde. Cyke Clyde says, Testicle Tiger must have been lit. Last count I heard it was 8. Oh, shit. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Auntie isn't here yet this morning. Things that make you go, it's those things that make you go, You're right, Reverend Wild Bill. And I don't know if it was because of me creating the link so late. Maybe our timing got a little messed up, or maybe our auntie overdid it a little bit last night. I'm sure we'll find out. Hopefully then when they recover and join us soon. Space Chief, Testicle Tiger, Cyke Clyde, Jerry, Happy New Year from Kahuna Nui. Kahuna's getting the love from Space Chief 75. Johnny A says Hoya to Sykes. And Reverend Wild Bill says, Gano. What do you know? Just a Guess getting the love from Kahuna Nui. Go buy a shirt from Space Chief 75. Not only is Cyke Clyde kicking out the content constantly, but he's also in the chat doing his mod duties and throwing out extra links for Space Chief 75 T-Public store. Go check those designs. Get one of those designs put on anything you want. My brother checks in and says, Hoya and Happy New Year to all. Well, Happy New Year, big brother Rick, man. Have a good one. Happy New Year, Kahuna from Ding Dong. Space Chief 75 says, thanks, BF, Tyranny, and Cyke for all your help. Thank you, but no problem, brother. Buffalo. Those are emojis, and you can partake in those by being a member here on BF Live for as little as $5 a month. Cyke, I killed the bottle, LOL, says Testicle Tiger. Crazy Testicle Tiger. Cheers to Terry Nee, Space Chief 75, and Cyke Labs from Jerry Lahane. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with his 6-month member chat and says, just because I can. Oh, just because I can, honey. Cheers to Jerry Lahane from Cyke, and cheers to Jerry from Space Chief 75. Ding dong, Happy New Year from Kahuna Nui. Chop Salt getting the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Johnny A, he said that there it is. Smash that like. I know you like me, folks. I know my chat family, but let all these services know, like YouTube perhaps, or maybe you're watching me on Rumble or Facebook. Hook up a brother up with a free like, please. Big Chop's successful invasion of the show. Yeah, man. Me and Chops are like vibing, man. It's good vibing, oddly enough, because it's a vibe. Before you leave, be sure to hit that like, smash that share, and ring that bell. You know what Reverend Wild Bill's saying? That's what I'm saying. Chop Salt giving the love to the Reverend Wild Bill Hoya. Tits McGee checks in. You get the kiss, and you get the applause. Happy New Year to the chat family. Do you know? Well, that's 2 gnos in a row. I know what you're trying to get me to do. Cheese pizza is equivalent to kissing your sister on the lips. All right, here he comes. No, Flex, I'm sorry to hear this, man, because you're normally always bringing the positivity. Flex is well ahead of us. He's already having a rough New Year, it looks like. Worst start of my life. Wish y'all better. I'm sorry to hear this, Flex. I don't know if you elaborate further in the chat, but oh no, Flexy from our friend Cyke. You're going to get the support. Chop Salt gets the shout-out love to Cyke Clyde. Flex 316, sorry to hear. Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. That is life, I guess, says Flex. Happy New Year to Flex, just the same from Kahuna Nui. Hoya from Juggler Jen checking in today. Happy New Year. Well, come on, Flex. Hopefully you can turn it around for you, buddy. I don't know your condition. I know sometimes things are a little too serious and all, but if there's any way we can help turn it around for you, we will. Flex 316. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Juggler Jen, whoop, whoop. And look at this. Now, this is where I'm going to point out chat family to people, because this man comes in saying he's not having a great time or anything, having a worse start of his life. But what does he do? He hooks somebody up with he spreads love. That is the vibe. We throw it out and we get it back. Thank you, Flex316, checking in from down under. The vibe is worldwide. And look who caught it. The lovely Nikki caught it. Now, isn't that deserving? Ain't that something? And Nikki's been showing up during this holiday time, so maybe she'll acknowledge that and show up soon. Thank you, Flex316, man. Let's turn it around for you. Hopefully it gets better, Flex from Cyke Clyde. What up, Wild Bill from Juggler Jen? Did I catch Nikki? You sure did, buddy. See? Hopefully that puts a great smile on your face. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that great? There's a proof there where just being generous to someone else, it isn't about him asking for something to make him feel better. He did something for somebody else, and now he feels better for it about it. That's great. Oh, snap. Nikki is a good catch. LOL. Hey, Big K from Juggler Jen. Moving a big blow up today. Oh, okay. So, that whole, you couldn't get through a move without arguing with some significant others there. Flex 316. Ah, I see. Yeah. Well, I guess the tension gets to everybody, right? Because everybody has an idea of how things should be done or moved, and then that conflicts with your idea, and you're tired and you're angry and you're frustrated and you just want your shit set up in your new place and all. So, wow, I feel for you there, Flex. Hopefully that gets better soon and y'all understand it was just that pressure from doing that. Congrats to Nikki and the Flex the Gifter from Jerry. Wow. East to west, so it sounds like, for not really knowing your geography, if you're moving from one extreme to the other, that sounds pretty significant. I hope it goes well, Flex. Jen, nice to see you. Happy New Year from Kahuna. Gano and Hoya from Flex 316. Come on, turn it around, buddy. Cyke, Cyke, Cyke. Emojis from Just a Guest checking in, buddy. Here, check it out. Here she comes.
Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
How you doing, Stacy? Did you have a rough one last night? I was up well into the middle of the night, kind of partaking and doing my things, watching things, and doing like other things. And what was that? There you go, stuff like that. How you doing, Stacy? The Fort Queen of the Jag Shack says, "Oh yeah, we got another name come, the Fort Queen." Oh. The Fort Queen. I don't know why I got glasses on. I got Fort Queen. Of course, it is the Fart Queen. Stacey Allen Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Jerry Lahane says, Kahuna, you should pair up with Kai for a morning show to wake me up. Just cheers and Happy New Year. The fart queen of the Jack Shack says, hey to Jerry. Cyke Clyde says, oh no, Stacy is here. Haha, just kidding. Happy New Year. Massive cone packed. Well, come on, man. Let's get what you got. Get right. Come on, man. You're already into the new year. Get it, Flexi. LOL. Make that 3 BF. 3? Oh shit. What's that 3? Let's see. Let's keep going. 3 bosses maybe. Leaving chat, going to the big screen. I'll be bot. I'll be bot. How am I looking on the big screen, Bill? Doing okay? Not too rough. Let's see. Nah, it's just live. Okay, buddy, that's good, man. Yeah, I know that. I can understand you. When you said moving, I can just imagine, man, because I know that I've had to contain some of my feelings and outbursts when you got so many bosses and you're in the middle of doing so many things and you're just you just want to be done with it. So you'll get past it, buddy. You caught Nikki, and that is awesome. Hope things are better is a well wish from Space Chief 75. Hoya to Not Only Fans Jen checking in. Kahuna says, I don't have your talent, but I can spot talent. My superpower, Kahuna. There you go. New home, and it's mine. The home is mine. Oh, just going to give it up and start again. Okay. All right. Not in debt. Very good. All right, buddy. Whoa, my buddy says Andrew the Giant's checking in. Andrew is my bro that I do sports heads with, and I've known from podcasting from the get-go. How you doing, Andrew, man? I guess you got a day off today. Stacey Allen, Happy New Year from Space Chief 75. Andrew the Giant Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Good day, Kahuna from Flex 316. Just Mike checks in and says Happy New Year. You can catch him tonight. Let's see. 3 Ganoes. 3 Ganoes. Okay, well, let's come on. I'll give you another one, too. I lost count, but here comes another one. All right, well, I think we're just about at the end of the opening chat family check-in because the Not Only Fans Jen says Jack, just simply says Jack. Is Jack in here? I didn't see him, but let's see. All right, there's just Mike. All right, folks. Well, let's continue on with this. I'll just let you know that the last chat describes my link tree. If you want to find me on my emails, social medias, Public Store, you can find it by clicking on that link tree link right there. And with that, folks, let's get on with it. LOL. Thank you, mate. You got it, buddy. Come on, Flex 316. That's why we come here. This is BF Live. This is the vibe. You contributed to it. You gave it out, and you give it back. Let's do this. Let's run the element, and let's get on some other fun. That was the BF Live opening chat family check.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourself. Talks with me, and that's the vibe that we create here on a New Year's Day, folks. Nothing changes on New Year's Day. Let's see. The Widow Killer checks in, my bro, and says, last night was insane. And if you're talking about Perry, yes, Widow Killer. I mean, when you make that statement, you just have me reflecting on my night in general, bro, because if you imagine, I got off of doing this show yesterday, and I literally just jumped into the next thing I did. I started, because it was New Year's Eve, I started cooking on the grill and acquiring certain foods and getting stuff ready and all, and then being busy with family. And then that just leads to being tired and all. And then more New Year's partying and hanging out and doing stuff well into the night. And the whole time I'm watching Perry in and out. It was great to see that Tony was back. We knew Tony was going to make it back. We knew it. Perry, there was no way Perry was going to keep him away, right?
Shut the fuck up.
There was no way. So that was great. And some great stuff went down with the guitar last night and all that. How you doing, Widow Killer? Happy New Year. Spawn says, Happy New Year, BF, and the chat. I'm geeked out and quite hyper for the Texas Longhorns. Kicking off the top of the hour, they are going to roll the Sun Devils. There's a sports betting dude. Accept his advice at your own risk. Kathy Linder, my big sister, checks in and says, Hoya to the new year. Come on, Happy New Year. We clicked the odometer over again, big sis, didn't we? We made it to another one. That's right. It is January 1st. First day. Man, let's see how many shows we can get in this year and how much fun we can get into in 2025 with the vibe. Let's continue with the opening. Oh, let's see. And let's see who else has jumped in here because we got to get over to the news and stuff like that. We got, it jumped on me, of course, Howdy Flex. Happy New Year, everybody from the Widow Killer, letting everybody know. Linktree, yes, you always get excited for link trees, Jen. Mine's running in the chat. Equally jacked up for the Oregon Duck says, I know you meant Oregon, says Spawn. We got the Happy New Year from Widow Killer. Good day from Flex316, my friend down under, checking in with my big sister. How about Penn State, says Cyke. Hoya to Kathy from Johnny A. Howdy, Flex from Kathy. Hope you're good, Cyke. Did Tony drop in? Tony did drop in. Tony stayed. Oh my God, maybe we'll go over to Twitter X because it was so much fun and so many things happened. Let's see if we can get into that and see what kind of went down last night because it's so much to keep up with while trying to have a new year and have a life. Let's see. I think Jack is still in bed sleeping off an over 7-hour stream last night. Okay. The pool says Flex. I'm not sure about the pool. Flex316, yeah, not too bad. I don't drink, so I smoked and had some lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Lemonade. Penn State was rewarded with a path that included them being double-digit favorites in both games versus mid-major for losing. The mall is kind of empty, says Juggalette Jen, on this New Year's Day. Wow, girl, right? Because everybody, it's probably like one of the few days, it's probably like a ghost town out there. So enjoy the silence, I guess. Let's see. Second here. It's already the second day. Look, my dude is already, he's like, man, I'm already 2 days into 2025. Johnny A, Happy New Year to you from my sister. Let's see. I want to read every little bit about Sadly. Let's see. Sadly, Happy New Year to you and the family, says Johnny. What else we got here? Sadly, I know too much about USA Sports, says Flex. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, why don't we do this? You guys have fun talking. Let's keep creating a vibe here. And why don't I know I got some stories over here that I have to share with you. So I'm going to run over to my news desk and we're going to get into the BF Live other news or the not so serious news. Let's do some of that on New Year's Day. Yeah, let's get into some news. Or as P. Cunt said, another missing in action. Let's see, we have no nerd yet. I haven't done the nerd call. P. Cunt's missing. Aunt Esther is missing. I'm just assuming that they all had maybe a little rough New Year. I was wondering if I was going to have a rough New Year too. I highly considered giving myself the day off because for so many years I did have this day off. And there is a certain appeal about like waking up and not having to think about anything or do anything. So I thought about just kind of taking the day off, but I couldn't stay away from you. I love you, man. Let's go. Wow, check it out. Flex316 lets us know that it's 4:40 a.m. and I so appreciate him keeping the vibe worldwide, keeping the vibe live worldwide, man, down under. Awesome that you check in from down there. Let's see. I wake up this time-ish, LOL. Yeah, you've said that before because a lot of times I picture you kind of staying up late, playing your video games or stuff, what you're doing. But you have let us know that, yeah, you're normally just getting off early. Let's see. Who else is saying? Got to drop in and see BF. That would be wild. No days off for BF. That's right, man. Martini C says, I don't know about a rough New Year, but I sure had a rough old year. I get you. Hey, I got one for you on that one. There you go. I don't know about the New Year, but New Year. I had a rough old one. Well, as you know, I've seen that sentiment through a lot of people, and I guess it can be that kind of every year. But for whatever reason, a lot of people are so ready to just push off 2024 for whatever it went through. And I think a lot of people, but I guess some years just hit like that to where nobody really has a good year. So maybe it's just best that we get on with it one way or the other. Either way, we got to get on with the year and get on with life. There's no other choice. It's 2025. Let's get on to some news stories here. Well, Cash just checks in my favorite 8-person and says, here's to a better year. Not that last year was that terrible for me. Well, come on, man. Bring that vibe in here. That's right. Here's to a better year. Thank you, Gas. This is my favorite 8 checking in. Let's see. No matter what. Let's see. Wait a minute. Son of a bitch. Happy New Year to my niece, Tina, checking in. Hey, Tina. Happy New Year. We got chat family. We got all the real family in here. No matter what it is, it can get better. I agree with that, man. And you know what? The power of tomorrow there, Flex. Look at that. No matter what it is, it can get better. And I wish people, especially young people that do dire things to themselves, I wish they could realize the power in tomorrow. Sometimes you just got to chill and just wait a day. You just got to realize that no matter how much you fight, some days just aren't your day. Wait for tomorrow. Let's continue on with the news. Now we're getting out of heavy time. Matter of fact, let's talk about the new year, and let's talk about resolutions, folks. We touched on it on other shows. I'm not the biggest resolution person. When I first became a young adult, you know, you hear all this resolution, you want to resolve to make yourself better. But as you get older, I just hit a certain pattern where I just realized that it wasn't for me. I wasn't going to keep these resolutions no matter how much I tried. And that if I'm going to do this, I should try it other times than I can do this any time of the year. But let's talk about making New Year's resolutions. Here are some tips to help make them stick. And you'll check out the numbers. The numbers in this article will kind of back what I was saying. As the new year dawns, so does the opportunity for change. Experts say that January can be a good time to reflect on self-improvement, but acknowledges it takes work to make the resolutions stick. Check out this percentage here, folks. Studies have shown that up to 70% of the people who make New Year's resolutions abandon these good intentions within months. And if you watched any of the New Year's Eve shows last night, you saw Planet Fitness was a large sponsor and have been for many years of the festivities going on in Times Square. I see you slipping in here, Space Nerd. You better late than never. I see you. But yes, Planet Fitness is a large sponsor, like for the last few years at least. So, because everybody knows that the gym memberships go up, it's the January rush and all. But I say if you're going to do this, you should do it. You can do it on February 1st. You can do it on March, June 1st, whatever the case is. Because they do say that 70% of the people, so maybe I was in that 70% to where this just wasn't a way to manage my life. But if this works for you and if it helps you start off a goal, then more power to you. But try to be more than just the 70%, man. It tells you some of the ways to not be some of those 70% is to start with small goals and to think positively, which is what we're about here on BF Live, and to focus on those goals. So there you go. So if you're going to make them resolutions, you're going to have to work a little extra hard to keep them, or just to work to resolve and make yourself better every day, no matter what day of the year it is. That's kind of my advice for you. I always say that people always, well, that's great, man. Look, Flex316 says, I just want to be a better person. Awesome. All right. There's Space Nerd checking in. What's up, nerd? Happy New Year to the nerd. Someone was late, nerd. See, you're getting clocked. You get checked on. Chat family does not let you slip. Mahalo, Space Nerd. I won't get every greeting. I hate the resolution gym people taking up space at the gym. You're right, Stacy. Yeah, when I was part of it, you kind of knew it was a thing. You're like, when you got to go to this first gym session of the new year and you've been there for a couple years, you're like, it's going to be that for a while. And you can literally see it, like by the end of January, like middle of January, maybe half of them fall out or so, depending on what gym you go to. By the end of January, maybe some of the harder ones. And then February, they're still there in February. They might be a little real. The goal, LOL. That's right. I got a goal going on here. I learned from the best. I learned from Aaron. That's right. I appreciate you helping me make this my job and keeping the vibe alive. So there is a goal. Space Nerd says, LOL, Stacey Allen. Did you spend the night with the Levies? Yeah, I meant to ask about that. Did you go to Governor's there, Stacey? After recently watching Frankenstein, my New Year's resolution is to create life from the dead by next Christmas. Says Space Chief 75. Unnecessary echo. Hoya Nerd from Johnny A. Bobby Nick was burning the midnight oil. Yes, Spawn. As you know, and anybody that watches one or two of these shows know that you might see Bobby Nick on all of them, right? So many times Bobby Nick gets on the other side of burning that candle, and that's why we don't always see him here. Let's see. Stacey, that's the reason I don't go to the gym ever, says Kahuna. The Toe, says Flex. LOL. Did Gina have a seat on stage? Ha ha ha. Let's see. Tracy's laughing. Stacy reports, I went, but Gina wasn't there. Glad to chat with Bob for a little bit, while at least. Really, because I thought I saw her post on Twitter X from the crowd at Governor's or something. So I could be mistaken. Or it could be from another time. Or maybe she took the picture and she went elsewhere. But I hope you had fun, and I'm glad you're here, Stacy. We made it to another one, girl. 2025. We're kicking it over. We're having it. We're doing it right here on we're right here on BF Live.
Doing it.
I almost played this.
Wop, 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 that's a wet ass pussy.
Stacey Allen lets us know that she went to the early show and I was at the late show. All right, well, let me continue with the BF Live other news. We got that resolution stuff out of the way right there. So let's talk about the balloon. Oh, there's a balloon drop thing happened with some Legos. So we got a couple of stories in here. I think there might be more than one Lego story. But check this out. This involves a New Year's story with a balloon drop. And it was supposed to be for kids. A balloon drop pulls a massive block display onto a New Year's Eve arcade revelers, injuring 10. So what this is, folks, I think this was one of these toy museums, and they have a significant display of Legos set up on a second level, a second floor, and I'll show you the video. You can see it in the pictures right here. These are Lego block arcade machines from back in the 80s. They're supposed to mimic or emulate the arcade machine. So what had happened was, see these balloons? I'll run the video. I have some video in another article, but they had these. See, they had the balloons attached to one of the Lego pieces, and the balloons became so heavy and became pulled on with a string. Yes, Lego blocks. That all of this thing that you're looking at, it was pulled down on these adults and children that were enjoying this pre-New Year's festivities at this kid's place. So there you can see the balloons crossing. I have on my next. Let me show you my next article. I do have the actual video of it falling. Let me see. Oh no, where did that go? Hang on. Maybe it wasn't there. I thought I had a better video than that one in there. Let me see. Look at it again. Whoop, son of a bitch, that's the wrong one. So it pulled this display down. Yeah, maybe it isn't there. I guess it would help if I screen shared it too, wouldn't it? I was reading an article to myself. Here we go. Let me actually show you here. That might help. So let's see if it plays after this. But yeah, this whole thing got pulled down on all these kids and these Legos. They said 10 kids were hurt. That's right. Didn't Bob and Gina go to the toy museum recently? You seeing a connection there? Let's see. Here it is. They're indoors. And look, that arcade seat just fell right down on them. So that's all made of Legos. And so when you make it from enough Legos, it's pretty heavy, right? Looks like a pretty... So it was like a local kind of Dave and Buster's, if you will. Let's see. Oh, shit. I read in 1984 in 2020. That was funny. Okay. What did Bob do? What did you do, Bob? So there you go. That was and that's another report in the BF Live other news. So there you go. I mean, I don't think other than scratches and stuff like that, I said I don't believe they were hurt too bad. It looked like it was packed with people. I hate stepping on them. Yeah, it reminds me of that. Yeah, when you wake up, step on them in the middle of the night, that whole kind of thing. What's up? I have read. I was well, Space Nerd. Yes, they went to there. Let's see. Who knew you would need to wear a helmet with balloons? Yeah, it was really a bad idea. Like, they should have had it supported on the building, something that couldn't potentially be pulled down on all the revelers below them. So a little problem, but a problem just the same. So there's another story. And funny enough, there's I have a Lego kind of theme into the news today. In another story about Legos, this is fascinating in that a Hungarian Lego artist wows with his very grand designs. So, folks, lest any of you think this is a model, this is actually a full-size train made of Lego blocks. And I'm going to show you it actually being pulled on a track. I'll read a little bit about it first. It says, to build his giant Lego structures, which usually takes hundreds of thousands of bricks, Hungarian artist Balázs Dosi first must solve major engineering challenges. He says every structure has an Achilles heel, and once it is solved, the rest of the work is easy, the 48-year-old said. He needed about 90 helpers for this train I'm about to show you. For one of his most recent works, a life-size Lego tram car made up of a staggering 1.8 million Lego pieces, folks. Together, they put in around 6,800 hours to assemble Dossi's most ambitious project that is now on display in a bustling square in central Budapest. The 11-meter-long, or 36 feet for us American people, Lego tram, commissioned by Budapest Transportation Companies and its tourist office to the public transport and creativity, has attracted droves. They said, we've never seen anything like this before. While this person said her son and daughter's kindergarten told them to check it out. So let me show you the actual video of it. Find where it is in the article. But there's actual video of the train being moved. Let's see, is this it? Oh, here we go. Here it is. I have the video on this one. Let me stop sharing this one, and I will show you the actual video of this train moving. It's pretty damn cool. Check this out. Load it up. All right, let some commercials play. I do the screen share. Check this. This is actual.
University of Phoenix.
So there are some support structures involved in here.
For under $11K in less than a year. Get started at University of Phoenix.
Look at this. So there's the first part. Right there, folks. That is made of 1.8 million pieces of Lego. And some of the details in the article did say that they do, they glue every block together for projects like this, number one. And they also will make some kind of steel or backing support structures that support this. So while it is made of Legos, maybe not all of its structural integrity comes from Legos, but impressive. Look at this.
Nézzünk a városra, amely a mi közös otthonunk, és amelyet szeretnénk zöldebbé tenni, és ennek nagyon fontos része az, hogy a közlekedés.
And they even have a panel here where you can actually go up and change, of course, with Lego pieces. You can add like your own kind of twist to it, so it can constantly change. So I thought, I've never seen anything quite like this.
A 137 éves évfordulót is egy picit ünnepeljük ezzel, ugyanis 137 éve is, amikor elindult a villamos,
Translates all aboard, bitches. And there you have it. I thought that was a pretty cool story. I don't have the patience for like a Millennium Falcon or anything like that, so I sure wouldn't have the patience for anything like that. But if you're down with Legos, I thought that was a cool story. Functioning Legos. Old Tomas. That's pretty cool, says Space Chief 75. Thomas, the Lego locomotive, if you will. Flex 316. Let's see. I want to do that. Cool, says Space Nerd. Wow. Still, NG. All right. You couldn't have anything. Yeah, couldn't have anything nice. All right. Well, let's continue. I got some more stories for you. Hey, everything has been drones. I think we got to say that probably one of the big kind of bullet point note moments of last year was drones. Like, maybe like the beginning of the year started out with AI. It was going to be the year of AI. Well, I think we're heading into maybe the year of drones the way 2024 ended. But I got a decent drone story in this next story that I have for you on the BF Live other news, or not so serious news. In this story, a drone was used for good. This drone operator helps rescue a dog stranded on thin ice. This is in New Jersey, in the same area as a lot of these drone sightings are happening. A concerned neighbor with a drone helped rescue a dog that spent nearly a full day stranded on the thin ice covering a New Jersey lake. The 20-month-old pooch named Brooklyn was spotted on thin ice covering Lake Parsippany and appeared to be too afraid of strangers to venture off of the ice. Neighbor Kishan Patel attached some chicken to his drone and attempted to lure Brooklyn to shore, and it initially appeared to be working. But Brooklyn fled back out onto the lake when she spotted the rescuers on shore. Once the sun went down, Patel used his drone to pinpoint Brooklyn's location for an officer who went out onto the ice. The officer was able to find the canine who fled to shore and kept fleeing. Brooklyn was safely found the next morning on a local resident's porch. As a dog owner myself, I can sympathize with the owner must have been feeling during that ordeal, Patel told Good Morning America. I'm really happy the dog is off of the ice now and warm back at home. So let me run this video for you, folks. I mean, it's quite sad, but it had a happy ending.
Tonight, the complicated rescue of a dog on thin ice for nearly a day on Lake Parsippany in New Jersey.
Got a good drone this time.
They tried everything to lure this pooch, including chicken. A cop, with the hope of someone with a drone, finally managed to get the doodle off the frozen water. But
I thought this was pretty pretty creative and a better use of a drone. And then, yeah, so this literally going into an area where it would have been risky for a human to go, and you have a way to kind of interact, and potentially it's another great tool to maybe do some good with in this case.
And not exactly
I feel bad
behavior.
for this poor dog on the ice,
dog just took off, but not for long. It's a dramatic rescue. Here's Sonia Rincon.
The snow on top of the frozen surface of Lake Parsippany filled with the paw prints of a confused and scared sheepadoodle named Brooklyn. She's not quite 2 years old, and her owner is out of town for the holidays. And here she was on Christmas Eve, lonely and cold.
Look at this sad dog. This looks like a Sarah McLachlan commercial. In the arms of a puppy.
After running from
and
her
look, the
dog
owner was out of
onto
town,
the...
so can you imagine, like, this is going on? You think your dog is home being taken care of. Hopefully I didn't talk over it too much, but it does say that the dog was being watched by a neighbor or a friend, and it ran away, and it must have fear of other humans.
Lake and refusing any attempts to coax her back from the treacherous thin ice. Kishan Patel lives right on the lake and thought he might be able to help the police officers there. He has a drone. He also has a dog of his own.
And that made me want to help out even more, just because I can imagine what the owner must be going through.
It almost worked.
We did get it about 20, 30 feet off the shore.
But once she saw the people there, back out she went.
The police officers were here all night till like about 11:30 at night on Christmas Eve.
Once it was dark, Patel's drone was able to help pinpoint the dog's location. And after using weights to gauge just how thin the ice was, an officer was able to safely make his way out there and get close enough to spook her to run back to shore. She was so spooked, though, that she just kept running.
The dog got scared off the ice, and it ran into someone's front porch where it was eventually found.
Patel says he's relieved to have gotten word that Brooklyn is doing well and feels for her owner.
I'd be heartbroken.
And of all the drones that may or may not be flying around New Jersey these days, he's happy his was put to use for something helpful.
I feel even more happy that the dog is safe and it's back home.
In Parsippany, New Jersey, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you. So there you go. Got a happy ending and a good use of drones for a change, a positive drone story. Waver says, who dropped the ball? Oh, I click it in. What's up, Waver? Checking in. How you doing? Happy New Year. I did it. It was both of my balls. Waver, Happy New Year from Kahuna. Happy New Year from Waver to me and the chat family. Happy New Year, Waver from Space Nerd. We have them out here, says Flex. Happy New Year to Kahuna from our friend Waver. 5 eyes, five guys. Let's see. Smart to test the thin ice. Yeah, I thought I caught that too, nerd, where they said that they actually dropped some weights on the ice. So like again, and it's like everything else in life, like computers and every other thing that's ever been inventive. People are going to find good, and assholes are going to find bad uses for it, no matter how good the technology may be. Salute to Space Nerd from Waver. Well done, drone, says Space Nerd. And human. Well done, drone and human. Let's continue on. I got a couple stories left for you right here on the BF Live other news, or not so serious news. How about, let's say I'll just do this last one here. I got one last piece, and then we're going to do our miserable news history moment. I'm going to take you back to the year 2009, where Bob Levy was the news guy for the Miserable Men show on Sirius Satellite Radio, right after this last report. In this last report, so we're talking about technology and talking about work and stuff. And I don't know how many of you have ever been bothered or, working is now a 24/7 thing, especially for some people, especially with this all interconnectivity. And after COVID, people got really used to and accustomed to working remotely. And maybe your bosses were accustomed to like reaching out to you and having you do things because you end up working off the clock a lot of times. Well, in Australia, they're not having it. They're not standing for it. They're actually creating laws for bosses because I think because of some of the reasons I mentioned, I think they came up with this law, an actual law about what rights maybe employees and employers have as far as communication out of work hours. For more on this, let's take you over to the Bikini Report for more on a new Australian law that dictates what bosses can and cannot ask of people and when. Take it away, Bikini Report.
Australians officially have the right to disconnect. A new law has come into effect which allows employees to ignore after-hours communication from their bosses without fear of reprisal. Now, to be clear, employers are still allowed to try to contact their workers whenever they want. And Australia's Fair Work Commission can decide a refusal to answer is unreasonable. But for the most part, time off will be time off. And if it gets to the point where the FWC has to order a company to stop contacting employees, violations could lead to fines of nearly 13 grand. And if you're hearing this and wishing these laws existed where you lived, you should know similar laws are spreading across the globe.
You got that right.
They're already present in European Union countries, including France and Germany, as well as several countries in Latin America. Would you support a right to disconnect law? Let us know in the comments and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report. So I was like fishing off the year with some of the biggest stories. Flex is laughing at that. And there you go. That's a story for my Flex 316 down under going worldwide. I got a story for you, my friend. He's laughing. Widow Killer says that Stern would hate this law. I can tell you're a deep cut Stern guy because anybody that knows Stern expected you had to live and breathe Stern, right? 24/7. He said, what do you mean you had a long weekend with your family? Why weren't you working on the show, right, Widow Killer? You remember that stuff. So yeah, he would hate that law. But yeah, they had to make Cartman law. Stop calling me a meme, they bother me, meme. Oh, yeah, so it's called a Cartman law, says our friend Flex 316. Yes, you shouldn't need a law. Well, I guess, Space Nerd, because I guess the lines got blurry, especially during COVID and the working at home, and how much can I ask of a person when they're at home? This is the only way I have to contact my people now is by this remote means. So I guess that you get comfortable, you get used to things. You know, I know my wife works from home as well, and she does stuff outside of the 9 to 5 hours as well. And sometimes it's to her benefit so she can get a jump on her work. But, yeah, I think it all gets blurry. In Australia, they stated a law for just that thing. All right, folks. Well, we did a few kind of other news stories, the not so serious news. But now it's time for our miserable news history moment. All right. I see you backstage. I'll bring you in. If you're ready, I'll bring you in a minute. Okay, I'll bring you in, and then we can enjoy this miserable news history moment together with a friend, a new recent friend. We've been having so much fun. I said, come on back again. He's my new friend. He's your new friend. Is Chops Talk. It's Chops. What's up?
Good morning, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me again, BF.
How you doing, man? Now, see, now you don't have to dox yourself or anything, but you look very, you look like you're attempting to be warm today. You look like you're in a garage or something, if you will.
Yep. Finally, in my neck of the woods, it's finally hitting towards like snow season, so we're about like 32 degrees outside. It's not like I love this, to tell you the truth. I love when I have to bundle up and just there's coziness behind it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a summer guy, you know, because I tend to get like the days get shorter, and I don't really do good with the short days. I like sunshine. It's like my energy. I need my solar panels engaged all the time. But I understand that there's people that like this. And as far as snow, I enjoy it as long as I can look at it, and I don't have to be the one to go out and shovel it up or to navigate it. That's my only issues with the snow, cleaning it up. So
this will be my first year with the whole cleanup of snow. If we do get it that bad.
Yeah. How you doing, man? Did you have a good New Year? Good. What'd you do last night? What'd you get down with?
Oh, I passed out around 9 o'clock like an old man, like usual.
Well, and I will confess that there is a point of the night when you do that, right? Because I was talking about how we like to really enjoy some cooking on the grill and cooking at home. But then when you eat, it has that same Thanksgiving vibe to where all of a sudden you're sitting there and you get that food coma. You're like, oh shit, I got food coma going on. Like, you know, I was literally
sometimes I'll be tempted to watch like either England's New Year's or Australia's New Year's. Just be like, okay, that counts. We did it.
Well, yeah, I saw that. Matter of fact, what was it? I think it was Australia was one of the first ones I probably saw.
One of the first ones.
And then they were showing. They showed Puerto Rico. I'm trying to say it properly. Puerto Rico last night before they showed us because they're like just east of us enough that they're in another time zone, which I didn't realize. Puerto Rico is. So they got it first, and so I enjoyed myself last night. So yeah, you just fell asleep. Now, do you wake up and rub the sleep out of your eyes and go Happy New Year bell drop, or you just give up at that point at 9 o'clock?
No, like I was woken up by what sounded like a war outside. I didn't know down here how crazy people get with the fireworks. And when I say crazy, like it's awesome. Like it's been years since I've seen people be like so jovial, I think is what I'm looking for, to see fireworks go off, and it's amazing.
Well, that's cool, man. I know you have your kind of your community celebrations. I have that where it kind of happened last night where I'm at. So as long as it's done safely and they stop sometime, don't carry on until the wee hours of the morning, it's to be expected, I guess. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here to hang out today. I was just getting ready to roll the miserable news history moment, and this is where we go back. And we go back to, this is going to be 2009 when Bob Levy was the news guy for the Miserable Men Show on Sirius Satellite Radio. So you ready for that? Let's roll that.
Yes, sir.
Get that rolling. And we'll see. And as we like to do here when we watch this on BF Live, whenever you hear Bob say a word or phrase incorrectly, you type it in the chat the way you thought you heard it, folks. So ready for this fun segment? This is BF Live's Miserable News History Moment. Compliments of Cyke Labs. Thank you, Cyke and Ding Dong. Here we go. Bob Levy reading the news from the first 1/25. That would be January 1st in the year of 2009.
Bob Levy.
And you too can send in your own intros at miserablemen@sirius-radio.com.
Good evening. I see a little sill. Of a man. Scare a mooch. Can you do the fandango? Discreting the
somebody wrote Queen lyrics in there. You heard that, right? It's got
You're in something. It's so hard to tell.
It's I know, right? Because sometimes I feel this segment makes me dumber, Chop. So don't feel singled out by that, because I'll end this segment and I'll feel my brain will hurt. And I'm going, what did I just hear? Did I learn anything? Like nothing sticks in. But listen, he says Scaramouche. Will you do the fandango? And see, they would do like the news reporter thing where they would just have him read any copy that he put in front of him. They knew he would read it. So I'm gonna go back a little bit and run it again.
Oh God, yeah. It's doing like an Anchorman
listen
type
for
of
those
thing.
little gems in there, like non sequiturs that make no sense, but they just wanted him to read them to trip over them.
little sill. Of a man. Scare a mooch. Can you do the fandango?
There it is.
Discreting the man behind the radio. Remember, only the boot shall set you free. The end of the beginning is the start of the finish. Women are more female than males. I am really fast smile of myself. So we now bang Bob's news. Prepare to hear Bob's news. Reports. Pope to lift exhumations. Exhumations. Two newspapers say Pope.
It sounded like he said exhumations, like he's going to take people out of the ground or something. Excommunications.
Pope Benedict XVI has decided to lift the excommunications of 4 bishops consecrated 20 years ago by the late French ultra-conservative Archbishop Marcel Lefebvre. Lefebvre rebelled against the Vatican. The Vatican's modernizing reforms of the 1960s, including replacing Latin with local language at Mass. The Italian newspaper Il Giornale and Il Riformista said Thursday that Benedict has now decided to meet their demands that the exhumations be lifted. The newspaper said, without citing sources, that Benedict had already signed the deceased and they will be made public soon. Marcus threw up. All right, Spanish police
Right,
confiscate fake Dallas.
I think that's supposed to be confiscate. He said confiscate.
Spanish police said they have confiscated dozens of fake Dali artwork that were put on sale in the southern town of St. Pony. A police statement says 81 pieces were seized, 12 of which might be genuine pieces designed by Salvador Dali, but are on Interpol records as having been stolen in Belgium, France, and the United States. The art includes sculptures, lithographs, engraven cultures, and textile pieces. Police said one piece, a fake Dali sculpture on an elephant measuring some 10 feet, 3 meters in height, was to be sold for euro 2 million, 1.5 million. And that's the news. Thank you.
Is that what that was?
Bravo.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
I love how hard you can hear how hard he's trying. It's so good.
And so, that's what we notice, Chops. That every day it's a different difficulty. Some days it's the drugs. Some days it's the vocabulary or lack of sleep, or it's the grunting. It's every bit of it. It's so funny. And thanks for checking in. The lovely Queen Tiff with 3 Fs checked in. She said, I don't think I had enough sleep for this, or my brain is ready for this. We all feel your pain, Tiff. We were all talking about the same thing, how we don't know how we've turned it around for doing this show today, but we're having fun. Glad you're here. Could you imagine Bob trying to help his son do homework back in the day? No. Let's continue on. There is actually almost a minute and a half left.
What's that? What were you saying, Mike? I believe that's the first time somebody threw up during the news. Other than Bob.
Yeah. I went to the Dali Museum when they had it in Philly.
You went to what now?
The Dali thing when they had all the stuff there.
Did you Dali there for a while?
No, I went to see it all. It was really impressive shit.
You know what I like on Jeopardy? The Dali double.
Yeah. Bob walked to the Dali. He said, "What's the Dillio?"
Yeah.
And of course, Hello Dali. That's your show.
Let me bring up on the phones here a gentleman who wrote the intro for Bob's News tonight, Lenny in Long Island. 888-STERN-101. Lenny, thank you so much for that.
No, thank you. And the reason I'm thanking you, you got me in tears right now. I'm laughing my ass off. Last night, I'm driving home, saw some smoke coming out of the car, smelled some oil. All of a sudden, guys flashing his lights behind me. The car went on fire last night.
Lenny?
I almost had no radio tonight. I didn't even know that I was going to be able to get the show. And I went out today. I got a whole nother unit just so I could hear tonight's show. And
Lenny sent me video on MySpace of his car on fire, burning on the side of the highway, and the fire department putting it out, or trying to put it out. And good stuff, man. Yeah. Keeps, we got a lot of stuff, so you don't have to send in stuff right away, but you sent a lot.
But we love when the fans do help out. Yeah. I mean, it's really cool. It makes you part of, you know what I mean, and the family.
Wow, seeing Bob's, they've always been like that. At least Bob has always been like that. Cool bits and part of the family. There you go. That was our miserable news history moment for today. Tiff says, my ears hate my brain. And Chops, I literally sit here, I catch myself holding my breath, and I go, oh, and I'm literally kind of almost laughing inside it. It's very weird listening to that segment.
For me, it's literally like hearing myself read, which I was going to bring up. Possibly we could do this segment. You guys chat, whatever, get together, make your news thing, hand it over, and we can try it out, because I'm just as bad of a reader as Bob Levy is.
That would be awesome. Well, yeah, I've thought about if you're going to be showing up on the regular, maybe kicking you a news story, or if you have something you like to come with, a topic that you think might be interesting or something, or a report or something we could talk about and maybe mix it in or something, and you can kind of do your own reads or something if you like to. So,
that in mind for us. Absolutely.
We should get down with something like that. Happy New Year to Queen Tiff from Stacey Allen. We got that. I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. Yes, they snuck in that Scaramouche where you do the fandango thing. Let's see. Oh, it's a virtual reading rainbow.
In the sky.
Mason in Portland checking in, saying Happy New Year on this January 1st, bro. Happy New Year's Day, buddy.
Reading rainbow.
Poto lip. Oh, we got so many of them. There you go. That was our miserable news history moment. Davador Dally. That's it. That's it. That get Bob. Davador Dally.
Davador Dally. Salvador Dally.
Swallow.
This is before he drank his jizz, right? Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, that is an actual thing, Chops, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I found out a couple weeks ago about the blue cheese thing, and I was kind of like, get out of here. That's not real.
Oh, yeah, they used to come back. I used to be a regular Stern listener, and so they would come back like every weekend talking about what happened, the antics that carried on over the weekend, and how it was this particular looking woman, and she smelled this particular way, and Bob poured it in, and yes, it's not, lest anyone think, it's not a lie, bro. It's not a lie.
I always want to think, okay, this is just a really great radio bit. These guys know what they're doing. They're pros, but
no.
Come to find
too many
out.
witnesses, and I think there's a couple pictures out there probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we not, said our friend Flex 316. I cannot believe that was Lenny. Yeah, it's funny how, like Stacy says, that Lenny was much more lucid back then. It's funny how we sounded younger and more lucid, if you will. We sound a little different. Scaramouche. He did the Fandango. Terry Nee checking in. How you doing? Happy New Year, buddy.
Golden lightning, very frightening.
I'm sorry, Flex. We'll sit through that. There you go. 3 times, says our friend Cyke. Drinking his semen, that is. He's done it 3 times. Our friend Cyke Clyde reminds us. All right, well, why don't we wrap up this kind of news segment, and I'll go back over to my other studio. We did the BF Live Other News, or Not So Serious News. We tacked on our miserable news history moment at the end of it. That was the BF Live Other News, or the BF Live Not So Serious News. Let's get on some other fun with our friend joining us today once again, Chops checking in. That was the BF Live Other News. Let's go. Come on. All right, we're having it. We're doing it. Whoop. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Hanging out with my boy Chops here today on this great New Year's Day. Yeah, man, I feel like it's a reset. It does feel like a new beginning in some ways. Did it feel that way to you anyway, Chops? What do you think? How you feeling about the new year?
For me, like I have a weird ideology when it comes to just everyday life, and I think that every day I'm trying to change or at least trying to work on something. So New Year's is just kind of like another time, you know? I don't try to focus on like, I'm going to wait for this one day of the year and then I'm going to do something about myself. Nah, just do it.
And I agree with that sentiment. And you said it much more eloquent than me. But I said that in the beginning when I talked about how I stopped. You know, I learned after a couple of years that it was no point in making resolutions for myself that I probably wasn't going to keep. And then, that basically long-term change over a long period of time is more probably the way to go then. And you work on yourself constantly, not just on January 1st.
Yeah, baby steps is huge with everything, you know.
I'll be grossed out for the next couple days to come. Well, what kind of show are we doing here? Well, let's get on with the show then. Let's get into some other stuff. Let's play some fun. Let's see. I'm not sure. Let's see. Going to have a fit. LOL flex. All right, we got all those. Terry Nee checked in, so we caught up with everybody. Well, why don't we do some Cyke Labs content, because he's always got some fun face swap videos in there. So let me go run a couple. Everybody likes to see them. Some people you haven't seen them the first time. And I know Chops probably hasn't seen a lot of these. So let's have some fun with these. He's talented. He's my bro. He's Cyke Labs.
Cyke.
Yeah. This is what we do. We hang out in the midday every day, Monday through Friday. Even on New Year's Day, we're doing it. I managed to turn it around. I wasn't too sure about this one. That's why I send you the link so late, Chops. I thought I better, rather than make a link and not show up for it, I better see how I feel first and then create the link, brother.
Smart man. Absolutely.
We're here doing it, man. I didn't want to disappoint the people. And I didn't want to miss this. I have fun hanging out with you and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Space Nerd says, I had one New Year's resolution that I completed. I gave up caffeine for a year. I did it, and I won't do it again. There you go. Psych rules, says Space Chief 75. Space Nerd is enjoying the Cyke emojis, which you can too, for as little as 25 cents a day or $5 a month by being a member here on BF Live. Cyke is throwing out the hearts of love. Cyke emoji from Justa. This segment always reminds me to send BF more hunky man meat. And she's not lying. They will literally send me, like, my email will be going off during the show, and I'll get off the air, and I'll probably have 10 pieces of man meat. I'll get to it, nerd. I got, between her and Stacy, I'll get it all hours of the night, Chops. I keep wanting to call you Chunks or something. I know Chunk Squad. Get my C's right. But yeah, I get it all hours of the night. I'll be up in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. My phone notification will go off or something, and it's man meat from the ladies.
Has the wife ever accidentally caught you on your phone and saw and we're like, do we need to talk about something?
Yeah, she's like, honey, I have something to tell you. Hello. Sit down with me. Let's have a serious conversation. Okay. LOL, nerd. No. Yes. Cyke, they bombard me, bro. I get bombarded. Stacy says, juicy. It's juicy man meat. Get it right, be juicy. No. I'm not going to continually say and repeatedly say juicy man meat for you.
Make him.
Yeah. Even though you just tricked me into saying it again, I'm not going to say it as part of my regular repetition. All right. But before we get onto the alleged juicy man meat, we are in Cyke Labs content segment that some people say is too long and some people say it's too short, but it's always a lot of fun. And this one's so well done. I'm going to start out kind of with it again. It might have been my first or second one yesterday, but this is just so bizarro, and I love seeing the reaction, and let's enjoy it for better or for worse. Here is Ray Liam DeVito.
Oh heck God. Yeah.
Ray Liam Neeson DeVito.
Okay, Mr. Neeson, whenever you're ready.
I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake.
Okay, that's good. Let's try it again, maybe a little more jolly. Pick Santa.
I'll see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I watch you when you're sleeping. Oh yeah. I know when you're awake. I know. I'm making a list and checking it twice.
So
I'm going to
good,
find out
Space
who's
Nerd.
naughty
So good.
or nice.
So well. Okay, I think maybe that's a little too intimidating.
Yeah, but if you don't mind me saying, I think it's right. You know, do you understand what Santa's saying here? He's making a list. Naughty, nice. He's detailed. He's simple-minded. He's an eye in the sky bringing swift judgment.
I'm going to find you. I'm going to bring you presents.
Also bringing toys to children.
Not the naughty ones. Well, let me tell you something about that reindeer that ran over Grandma. I will look for him. I will find him. And I will kill him. Or do you mind if I try something? And that's not a question. Okay. Release the Kringle.
There you go. Oh no, Tom Gully's showing up on my feed. Oh my God, it's a Tomathon. Oh my God, run!
He's everywhere.
Run, Forrest, run! Oh my God. So yeah, you were just you've been picking up just vibes and chats. You don't even know the guy, but you've been picking up the whole Tom Gully vibe out there in this community, right? The recent
yeah, he's talked about enough, and he's caused enough stirs.
Let's see. Blaken, that needs to be done. Let me see. Articulate John checks in and says it's not taken, it's mistaken. I like that. There you go. Oh, I thought that you stole somebody else. You kidnapped somebody else. It's mistaken. Space Chief 75 is loving that, and I love Cyke Clap. That is so good, man. Just the swap in it, and very well done. Very well done. I like it. And I also like something else on Cyke Labs right here. I'm going to play it for you again. It's a fan favorite, so I got to play it.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like Twiddles.
All right. You're great, zombie. And good times here at the Waterfront Village.
There you go.
You're
I like Turtle as well. Not Kill Tony. We're not playing.
Voice has just gotten so well. Love it.
He is, man. He's very good at this, and just gotten really so much better at it during this whole year. I can't wait to see what 2025 comes from. And I love that he's inspired by the chat family. He's always in my show chat, supporting me and supporting the show, supporting the chat family. And somebody threw out a request in the chat one day, and he caught it going by, and then he did this. They said, Turtle Boy is older, Cyke Clyde. You got to do one with him older. And here it is.
Back here live. We just got out of a screening for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
That is too good with the phrase.
And I'm with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. Looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What'd you think of the movie?
I like turtles.
All right, you're a great zombie. Good times here at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, opening in theaters August 2nd.
There you go. and Chops, that was like I said, that was simply because somebody in the chat, when they saw the first one, they said, "Hey, Cyke, you know what you got to do? You got to do him older." And so I like that, man. He gets inspired by the show, so that's cool. That's a fun one. Oh my goodness. Well, Bob was a multi-talented kid. He even knows how to play the hand kazoo, apparently. So let's show you a little hand kazoo from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs right here on our Cyke Labs content segment on BF Live, The Vibe.
I like to have fun.
This kid.
I like to sing, dare, pretend, and
I feel like this is a mushroom trip or something. I haven't even done mushrooms. There you go. Wow.
The end of a bad dream.
From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs right there. That's a good one. Hey, let me see. He's how I make money, says Flex316. Our newest friend Schnee is checking in. Happy New Year, Schnee. How you be, Schnee? Yeah, what's going on? He says, Schnee says, good morning, gang. Fun fact, my mom's friend's husband produced the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Get out of here.
Cowabunga, dude. Cowabunga. Excellent, bro.
Grew up with those. The first and second one were just my favorites growing up.
Now, have you kept up with all these new iterations of that he was promoting the newest iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I kind of refuse to, in a way. Just anytime I go to a remake or a reiteration, whatever it is, it always disappoints me, and so I just rather stick. I feel like an old geezer. It's not the way that used to be.
Well, I have those ways. I can be snobbish about some of my things I'm protective about, things that I maybe grew up with, and you don't want to see done poorly or done in a different way. And part of it is we don't want to accept that we're getting older and this is becoming remade for other generations. That's part of it too, I think, for me at least.
I'm almost upset that they can't just recreate, or not recreate, just don't recreate anything. Just make something new. It's like, why do we have to go? Because they've done the Ghostbusters, they've done Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like they can't really, and there's so many more we can name off, but they can't make anything new these days.
It is weird. I'm not quite sure where that cutoff was, but yeah, we did go to a point where everything just came about. Hey, man, let's just go back in our archives and rehash or do prequels about all the stories that we already have on hand. And some prequels can be creative and imaginative, but a lot of it just seems like it's a lack of any other thoughts. A lot of these prequels.
Sometimes I just think writing in Hollywood or whoever does it these days is just gotten a little bit lazy or a little bit pushed to the point where they just have to throw these things out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a lack of creativity or the Hollywood wants to be safe, and so they just kind of like they don't trust any new ideas, and so they feel comfortable just rehashing things that they were kind of sure bets, if you will. Maybe I don't know. Not quite sure how it all happened, but it definitely is more of a thing in the last couple of decades, I would say, that everything has just been remade over and over again. Well, and that's why I'm glad that we have somebody making new stuff or taking old stuff and making it new, like the creative Cyke Clyde right here in our next piece right here. This is little Bob Levy. He's talking about a dream, folks. Now, look, Bob Levy has some really serious stuff. If you want to focus on your dream, just listen to what little Bob Levy says. This is going to inspire you.
Have you ever had a dream that you'll do
could do so you want him to do you so much you could do anything.
Come on, man. Who can't? I can do anything after hearing that inspiration. Little Bob's got it going on right there. Little inspiration from Little Bob from the twisted mind of Cyke Clyde. And please, I always love to remind you that Cyke has all of this stuff that you're seeing that I'm showing to you. You can see yourself by clicking on Cyke Clyde. I call him Cyke Clyde because Bob taught me that. Cyke Labs content link. It's running throughout the entirety of this show. Check this out. And there's some other old great deep cut Stern classic bits with Bob and stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with the Cyke Clyde, how Cyke ended up with the Clyde nickname, Chops. Probably not familiar. So Bob Levy, Bob Levy, if you ever watch him, he's kind of fast paced. He's off the cuff. He just does his show. And, as people come in, he kind of welcomes them. He's very interactive with his chat. And so he's just off the cuff. And one day, he knows Cyke for quite a long time. And all of a sudden he saw the CYKE. And rather than say Cyke, he said Clyde. He called him Clyde. And from that day forward, he was Cyke Clyde. So just like the news, it's just yet another Bob faux pas or folks pas, if you will.
Is it known, is Bob dyslexic by any chance?
I don't know if he's ever been officially diagnosed, but boy, those guys diagnosed him on the show back in the day. Whether drugs were involved or not, they could tell that Bob just read and just came off a little differently. And I think he's only really gotten better as he is, and he's not that great now, but he's only gotten as good as he is from being razzed by these guys so much. I think that was his education, buddy. I think he got bullied into becoming a better reader.
Absolutely. But not only that, if you after a while of reading chat, and reading it fast, you have to form that brain in a way that it's tough because I do the same thing as him. All the letters get jumbled up and it's nuts.
And I don't even hear it. Sometimes I misspeak and people have to tell me during the show or after the fact because I'll say I said thousands in place of millions or billions or something. So we make those little mistakes. Same. But one day, after knowing me for quite some time as well, I've been BF Live or BF something like that for a while. I flashed up on his screen and he called me Buffalo. So that's when you hear the little Buffalo references. He goes, Buffalo, be it Buffalo Bobby. He went, Buffalo Bobby Fran. What the hell is that? I don't know if I have that
thing now.
I don't know if I have that in my live folder or not. Let me see. It's been a while since I played that one. Yeah, it was just so funny. So I ended up with the Buffalo nickname and kind of went with that for a while. I can't find that too quick. Let's see. Buffalo Gang says Cyke Clyde. That's right. Ooh, Cyke says, I'm working on Win John's job for Bob right now. Can't wait for Bob to watch it. This is when, I don't know, are you a deep Stuttering John guy or you just kind of know he's out there, Chops?
I just know he's out there. I've seen old videos with him and Howard Stern going at it, but other than that, nah.
Well, back in the day, he was basically started out. He was a lifelong intern, even though he thought more highly of himself. Mm-hmm. He started out as an intern, and Howard just kept him around because he was fun fodder for the show, and he knew how to kind of mix it up properly. But his ego got the best of him, and you come along Jay Leno, who's looking for kind of a Howard Stern edge for his show, and he visited Howard. They used to be friends and buddies, and he said all of a sudden he come away with the idea that I'm going to hire Stuttering John Melendez for my Tonight Show as the announcer.
That doesn't sound like a good anybody could have listened to Stuttering John, and even without the stutter, he doesn't have that announcing voice. It's not there, I don't think. And no one, and he doesn't have that personality. When you think announcer, I'm thinking of what was his name? He always went, yes, that's right.
Oh yeah, Ed McMahon.
Oh, McMahon, thank you. Just absolutely just over the top and whatnot. But John Melendez obviously is over the top, but not in the entertainment way.
He couldn't articulate thoughts and have a back and forth banner. Even now, that Jimmy and that guy Steve have or whatever, he could never pull that off. And they eventually put him in the first couple rows of the crowd or whatever. But it was definitely a content grab, if you will, at the time. I think there was a lot of competition going on in the late night wars, and I think Jay Leno thought that this would be a good way to maybe draw some Howard Stern interest to the Tonight Show. So he hired him under the guises that he's the announcer. Now, who even Pamela Anderson and all his horrible announcing that he did in his audio tapes. So as a result of this, he kind of snuck out of the Howard Stern show and kind of barely put 2 weeks notice in, didn't really give him a heads up or a counter offer, nothing. He would just kind of like, hey, Howard, guess what? In 2 weeks, I'm going to work for Jay Leno in the Tonight Show. So it was kind of done on the shitty down low. So they had a competition called Win John's Job. And when they did that, they ended up hiring this guy named Sal Governale and Richard Christie. So that's what Cyke Clyde is talking about. So Bob's going to like review that show.
Mm-hmm.
So
now I kind of remember that segment, running into that on YouTube, and now it's all coming together why they even did that in the first place.
So there you go. So if you really want some other great background from a dude who was there in the mix every day, Bob Levy, you got to member up over there on the Levy-verse and look for him to do that Cyke Clyde is working on, Win John's Job, when he goes behind the wall. He'll give you some details that probably we don't even know about it. All right, let's continue on. SJ is nothing. He has zero talent. 100%. Was to fuck with Howard. And Howard hates Jay Leno. Exactly. Yeah. Like they got along there for a bit, Tiff, until that happened. But yeah, I think that I think Jay got a bug in his ass about Howard because Howard would famously go onto any talk show, especially the Jay Leno show, and kind of take it over. He would bring lesbians out and talk about stuff like out of turn with Jay and try to take him off of his game. And I don't think Jay appreciated that.
No, and Jay kind of he had a temper. He had a pretty thin skin. Not that you could see it on screen, but I've heard afterwards, like you would hear it.
Yeah. Hit that live button there, Space Nerd. I understand what you mean. Sometimes I have those days where our show I'm watching is buffering. So if you want to be up to the minute, make sure you hit that little live word right next to the timer if you happen to be watching on YouTube. Just hit that little live. Well, there you go. I'm perpetually behind 30 seconds. All right, well, let's continue on with what we were doing here. We were in the middle of Cyke Labs content segment, and I got some Cyke Clyde provided me some of these great parodies about stuff going on around the show. So here's a little Mike Morse for our couple Mike Morse fans out there from Cyke Labs. Thank you for having this content for us to share during the Cyke Labs content segment.
What a stupid idea. We all know Levy is a headstrong man. Now he wants to adopt himself an African. Yeah, he'll go to Zimbabwe, find a baby that's cute. And soon his home will look just like a scene from Roots. He wants a little dark kid. What a stupid idea. What a stupid idea. Yeah, he wants a black child he can feed blue cheese. He's like a retarded Angelina Jolie. Well, adopting Denzel is his biggest dream. And if he gets 4 more, he'll have a basketball team. He wants a little dark kid. What a stupid idea. What a stupid idea. He wants a little dark kid. What a stupid idea. Dark kid, what a stupid idea. He wants a little dark kid.
Mike usually he just keeps going and going. He's got that one Mark song that's like 3 minutes long just because of the
child.
There you go. That's when Bob wanted a fly baby for like 25 cents a day. Bob got excited and he says, hey, I want to buy me a little fly baby. Bob seemed to misunderstand that you don't actually purchase the individuals. You simply donate like 32 cents a day in order to provide the fly babies food. He thought he was purchasing them, Chops.
He's like, that's a deal.
Yeah, he said, I want to buy me a fly baby. So there you go. If you want to buy a fly baby, be like Bob Levy, maybe you can. Why don't we do this? Because this is BF Live, this is a vibe, and this next one is a vibe. So let's come on. We have a little mini kind of dance party. It's New Year's Day, so let's get it popping, folks. This is Cyke Clyde. This is Face Swap. This is music. This is fun. This is Cyke Labs.
Living rooms, bedrooms, diners. Oh yeah, you can find them at the market. We don't get by flea market. Montgomery is just like a man, a mold. Oh yeah, come shop with us. I said flea market. Montgomery is just like a man, them all. Hey, you heard me. Come shop. Liberals, bedrooms,
come on, everybody, show me your dance emojis.
We got it. You feed it. You found it. It's just like a maid and all. You heard me. Come shop. I said flea market. Montgomery. It's just like a man and all. Hang late. Little rooms, bedrooms, diamonds. Yeah, you can find them at the market. We stopped it right flea market. Montgomery. It's just like a nanny mall. Hey, you don't stop. Let's let digitally advance. Come on now. To the left, up to the right. And I would do this dance. Hey, to the left, up to the right. Hi, let's make this a dance. Flea Market, Montgomery. It takes you.
We're going to have to take a piss break in a minute, y'all. After this Cyke Labs content segment. And we're going to do another show on the other side of it.
Everybody,
just for the ladies.
Like this now.
National Day calendar
Flea
check.
Market, Montgomery.
It's the first of the year, so we might have to check some horoscopes.
Hey, matey, mall. You don't stop. Let's dance. Flea Market, Montgomery. It's just like they made it all. That brand on girl now. Yeah, I dance. To be honest, like you know what's saying. It's just like ordinary. It's just like you know. It's a bounce. It's just like they made it all. Nah, it's yeah, you just saying it. It's just like hey baby, oh yeah, if you crack this,
That's just such great marketing.
Fuck yeah. Great marketing and great creativity from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. That's why we do Cyke Labs. You can watch these anytime you want. I want to see Bob actually perform this live. Oh, that would be great. Let me see. Let's this. I get what you're saying. Thank you, Tiff. How is this dumb show more popular? And then she says, not more popular. Thank you, Tiff. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm enjoying myself and I'm working hard and I'm trying to be like the honey that attracts the flies and everything. So I want more people over here. Thank you, Tiff. And I'm happy for the chat family I have. I appreciate your great words. Before the LA riots, it was just like a mini mall. All right, well, let's continue on here. Let's see. I got a couple more I could play for you. Why don't we go to some of the latest and greatest so we can keep the show going? Because like I said, we got to take a piss break soon after this. And we're going to do a whole nother show on the other side of the piss break. So don't go anywhere anytime soon. Let's do another Mike Moore song. Oh, this is a pretty good song. Taking you back from Mike Moore's. Here's another great song, Perry, about Bob Levy from Cyke Labs.
Bob is gay. 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 He likes the clever and the glitter, getting banged right in the shitter. Bob is gay. Bob is gay. Wow.
Short and sweet
I
there,
hope
Chops.
your neighbors can hear this.
Oh, that's great.
A good old gay song. You can't go wrong with a good old Bob is gay song.
I love it.
Let's see. Somebody said, let's see, who had a good cover in? Pretty good, Schnee. How you doing? It's Chops in an ice fishing hut. So you do have a very kind of cold vibe. You look very like you're in an ice fishing hut or something. So it's very good.
No. I would die in an ice fishing hut. Oh my god.
Tiff says Chops is going through some kind of climate shift. Yeah. Maybe he's having that time in his life or that midlife crisis where you don't know what your temperature is or whatever.
No, so I used to live on the East Coast, and now I live on the West Coast. And on the East Coast, it was nothing but just humidity, and just muck. It was horrible. But I was used to it. Now come over to the dry heat, and not only the dry heat, but I don't even know what to call this type of cold.
Dry cold.
Yeah, right. I want to say
cold.
dry cold, but
dry cold.
It's a different type of cold. It's not a wet cold. It's just cold. You can actually see fog of mist and whatnot because of the coldness. Where on the East Coast it was just cold and mucky. You didn't get anything.
Yeah, sometimes that humidity can be a buffer if you catch it at the right time. If you get that that humidity in the air. Mandy Diff checking in and says hello, Happy New Year to BF and to you, Chops.
Oh, thank you, Mandy.
Well, let's go. Happy New Year. Mandy Diff, the resident fishing expert. Tiff is getting the laughs from Space Nerd. A snowshoe or a snowshoe, maybe. West Coast is the best coast. You are going to love your summer, says Space Nerd.
Oh, I know it. I love dry heat compared to moisture. I will take that any day.
All right. And it's weird. I understand that cars don't even rust as much out there because of the lack of humidity in the air out there. When they find on those car shows, they find the best unrusted finds always out there, in the West. They can sit them out in the desert and them things won't rust like they would here if they were on the East Coast.
Absolutely.
All right, let me see. I got more. Why don't I just play this last one here? And then we're going to get on to the BF Live. We got to take a piss break and we got to get on some other fun on this New Year's Day. Great hanging out with everybody. Let's watch this. Our last installment from Cyke Labs today. And I'll remind you, Catch that link when it goes by in the chat, and you can watch these anytime, all the time, at your leisure. And give them a free like, share, and subscribe on Cyke Labs on YouTube. That's where you can find these when we're not doing Cyke Labs content segment here.
I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was so...
Now, I remember this viral video, Chops. Are you familiar with this one, the corn kid, the viral corn kid?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, yeah, when I first saw it, it was so well done with Bob. I'm like, what is this? And I had to really hear the topic. And I'm like, oh, this is that kid that just expands, and he just loves corn more than anybody else in the world. So this is Bob Levy, the corn kid. Let's see how Bob likes corn.
Me? I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was told that corn is real, it tasted good.
Now,
Did you think
I'm a little suspicious about the way he's
corn
holding
wasn't
it there,
real?
Chops.
Oh?
Little suspicious.
But when I
little suspicious about that. That might be a sign of the future.
tried a bit better, everything changed. I love corn, but
He really does,
corn.
Space Nerd.
Do you think everyone should be eating corn?
No, not everyone has to get to be the best.
Yeah.
See the way he's holding it. I think that's an indicator. I don't think his mom ain't gonna have no grandkids there. Just saying. Just saying, Chops. I don't know. Space Nerd says that Bob Levy makes for an attractive, smooth-skinned black people. He does. He really does convert. Bob will tell you he's every man. He'll tell you that. So let's continue on.
Let's has to try it. Have a bite.
What else are your favorite things?
A variety of games, hide and seek, had never lava monster. Yeah, mostly corn. I mean, then look at this then. I can imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn.
It's corn.
It's corn.
But that's corn. That's awesome.
Can you describe corn to someone who's never tasted it before?
A bedlam big nozzle. It has the juice. It's the part that mostly makes me like it on.
How much do you think corn should cost?
$1. I hope you may have a corn-tastic day.
A corn-tastic day?
What do you think about this, man?
All right, it's just a kind about corn. If anyone loves corn, if you come to me, I can tell you all about it.
Do you like corn?
No.
Have you ever had corn before?
No.
Meet my friend, Bob Levy, the corn pone.
It's a great time to shout out Corn Diff. I don't know how he has not had that on his own show yet.
How about that? Well, maybe that can be part of some of the fun you guys have over there on the Corn Show, on the Corn Diff channel. Go ahead, give that a plug real quick on what's it, WGNN?
Yeah, WGNN on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. And check them out at Corn Diff at YouTube.
That's where our friend that's joining us today, Chops, typically hangs out. But today's hanging out with us on New Year's Day, the very first day of 2025. And I hope you guys all enjoyed that because he hung out with us for Cyke Lab.
Cyke.
Oops, sorry.
Cyke.
There you go. Cyke Labs segment, part of the vibe that we create here on BF Live. Let's see. I saw Tiff is saying Levy is everywhere every time. Yes, he's omnipresent, isn't he? Berlin, that you. Let's see, says our friend Schnee checking in. All right, well, what do you say we do this, folks? Chops, you know that I like to go to the 3 o'clock hour here on the East Coast of the United States. So I'm going to take the piss break. I'm glad you're here with me today, bro. And you're welcome to stay for the whole thing as long as you can and or want to, my friend.
Yes, sir.
All right. But right now, you know what we do here on BF Live. Now that you've been on here a couple times, we're a little past 1:30 on the East Coast of the United States, where I'm coming to you from. We're 48 minutes into hour number 2 of 3 hours. It's probably going to be more than 3 hours today of live original content, but we're nowhere near done. We're going to do basically a whole nother show on the other side of this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. So this is BF Live, The Vibe, Stream Show 217. Why don't you grab a drink, grab a snack, and grab a friend and tell them that nobody's had more fun than we do right here on BF Live, folks. 2.5 minutes on the other side of the piss break. for more fun.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I touched my pee-pee, and I liked it. How you doing? Welcome back for the basically second show, the second half of the BF Live, The Vibe. Back just in time there, Chops, huh? Got it just in time? There you go.
He's got a box.
Yes.
And they go, oh, I love this.
I don't think he knows he's on air, man. I want to put him backstage for a minute. Let's see.
Yo!
On air? He's got somebody talking in the background, and I don't want nothing to come in. I'm going to bring him back in a minute. Just dropped 1,500 milligrams, The Taste. I know you touched your PP, and wow, says Flex 316. All right, now Chops has got his camera off, which is good. I'll bring him back in a minute. Yes, folks. Wow, we are. I feel like we're at the starting gate, like the starting gate of a new life, new year, or whatever, man. I hope it can be a starting gate for whatever you want it to be a starting gate for. But let's get into this. Let's keep it going. Chops, I can see backstage. He's still not on camera yet. I got a couple items. Oh, I can see he's jumping back. I see that back there, brother. Well, let's bring him back. He's done from extensively touching his PP. He's back. It's Chops.
We're back.
Yeah, it's funny. You first came back on and you were in your chair. You didn't have your headphones on yet. And I could tell you were talking to somebody else. So I just put you backstage real quick.
I appreciate that. Good man, good eyes.
No problem, man. All right, man. Well, we're back doing it. And, I like to check the National Day calendar. I used to get up like every morning and see on like whatever morning talk shows, they always had these weird holidays. And I'm like, who is the arbiter of these holidays? I got curious about the whole origin of this National Day calendar. And yet I found that there's this actual kind of effort, this National Day calendar that kind of assembles and organizes them all. So I like to look at it and see what kind of wacky... Many. Yeah, there are they? And it makes you wonder, like, who they are, why they are, and maybe we can learn something from, and have some fun stuff to talk about. So let's do that. Let's check the National Day calendar with our National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it, folks. Let's get into it. Show, I said, yeah, what is with all these national days and who decides that it's National bean pie day or whatever random days. I don't know if you think I'm off the top of your head, but I got a couple to share with you right now. And for those of you watching on YouTube or whatever, I have noticed that my signal seems to be lagging on its own too, and I have to keep hitting the live button. So make sure you're watching us right up to the minute by hitting that live button once you hear this message. Today, Chops, on the National Day calendar, we got a couple. Some days it can be 5 or 6. Other days it can be just one. Today is National Bloody Mary Day.
Ooh. National Heartburn Day.
What's that, buddy?
Or National Heartburn Day. It's what it might be known as.
Are you a fan of the Bloody Mary mixed drink?
Oh, only if I want to suffer hours later.
Really? My sister, God rest her soul, my oldest sister has passed, but she used to be, she was a bartender and she owned a couple bars and various things, but she enjoyed herself a Bloody Mary or two. And she had this whole kind of mix of making it up just right. And my big sister who's in here, other big sister, Kathy, is in here. They share that love of Bloody Mary. So I always think about my big sister, and she, like the way she did it, bro, it was almost like her recovery drink or get back on the wagon drink, if you will.
I heard it's a miracle for hangovers, like really bad ones. What you do need the hair of the dog.
Yeah, the hair of the dog. That's right. Don't hang over, hang on is what some of my older ones taught
honestly.
me. Don't hang over to that. Don't
be a hero.
Just hang on to that buzz and just keep it going into the next day. But it is National Bloody Mary Day, and I understand that people have so many different ways and sauces and things they enjoy them. But yeah, she would take like 2 aspirin and enjoy herself a Bloody Mary and kind of slowly get back on the horse. So let's see. It's also appropriately enough National Hangover Day. So there you go. They kind of go hand in hand, I guess, what you're saying right there. And New Year's Day, of course, it is. We all know that one. Let's see what you're supposed to, how we acknowledge National Bloody Mary Day. It says it was now added by the National Day calendar. Some of them will actually tell you the entity or the organization or the business that put this item on the calendar. So today it's the National Day calendar. On National Bloody Mary Day, serves up one of the world's most popular hangover cures on January 1st, the Bloody Mary. It would seem the Bloody Mary is the product of several hard days, nights, lackluster cocktails, and seemingly tasteless liquor. When the Russian Revolution pressed fleeing men into Paris and to Harry's bar at the Ritz Hotel, bartender Ferdinand Pitot mixed up a cocktail that eventually made its way to post-prohibition America. Easy for me to say.
What a tongue twister that just was.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Holy crap.
Post-prohibition America, yeah.
No, not just that. The bartender, the bartender for Fernando Pete. No way.
Ferdinand Pitot. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
According to Food and Drink in American History, the full course encyclopedia by Andrew F. Smith, the Bloody Mary made its debut in Paris at the Ritz Hotel in 1921. Originally named the Bucket of Blood, it also went by the name of the Red Snapper. These are all names for something else. Pitot later left Paris and introduced the vodka, tomato juice, and lemon juice Worcestershire or Worcestershire. What do you say, Worcestershire or Worcestershire? What do you say?
Worcestershire.
Or what's this here? I live here in Maryland. Sometimes we say, what's this here sauce?
I like that.
Cayenne pepper. A salty cocktail to the New York King Cole bar scene when Prohibition ended. So it's National Bloody Mary Day, no matter which way you like it. But yeah, so shout out to my oldest big sister, rest in peace, that she is kind of where I learned of. I don't drink them, but I've learned of the cure of the Bloody Mary as the hangover cure right here for the first National Day holiday. Let me ring up the next one here. Let's see what everybody's saying about the Bloody Mary. Oop, and I see some pretty colors going on here. Let's see. I see Don. See, people always sneak in here when I'm doing these things today. Let's see. Martini, see, for me, every day is excessive masturbation day. Well, you go. That's a national. Celebrate the way you celebrate, son. We don't.
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
Hey, I see Rob Taker snuck in here. What's up, Rob Taker? Happy Monday here. It feels like a Monday. Shit, see? I said Happy Monday rather than Happy New Year. I said Happy Monday. I'm all screwed up. Let's see. All right, tolerance. We got that excessive masturbation day. Don sneaks in and says Chops is a party. LOL.
Don, welcome in.
He's joining us for his little ice fishing hut or something, or so some people have said. Yeah, it does. It looks like you got like a hole in the ground, like you're joining us from like Minnesota or something.
No. I'm just a bitch. I can't handle the cold.
Tits McGee says, hey, Tits McGee, today is my national day of having anyone else wash the dishes. Anyone. Please, for the love of God, somebody do these dishes. All right. I tried there. I tried to help you there. Let's see. Space Nerd, I think I'm rolling into extract. Well, don't let Jack hold your hair testicle tiger. Let's see. It's nice with steak if you don't drink. Martini says, take a heartburn pill, dude. Come on. Do you avoid other acidic foods like spaghetti or Saul's or Peter's pie? Pizza's pie. Oh, pizza pie too. I get.
No, I take antacids every morning because I love like pizza too much. And that's definitely
I
gonna
was
get you.
diagnosed with the good old GERD by the doctor, and so I do have to take. I'm supposed to take the heartburn medicine, but I try not to drink too much coffee or stuff and all. But yeah, I really I give no fucks. I kind of eat whatever I want.
Yeah, right on. You live once, dude.
If so, heartburn pills are a lifesaver. I got me some good Tums game and a little Pepto-Bismol chewable game going on here. Whoa, Testicle Tiger says, I'm actually throwing up right now.
Oh.
Well, thank you for that extra Oh, she wasn't lying.
Gotta say, when it comes to hangovers and you feel like you gotta throw up, get rid of it. You're gonna feel 1,000 times better.
Yeah, it's funny, and you're not wrong about that. Yeah, there's that great, like, once you get past, like, I don't want to throw up, and all of a sudden when you do it, you're like, and then you stand up that first time, and you're like, oh God, it feels so much better, right? But then, bro, there's been a couple times, I must say, that I've done it, and when you don't feel good right after you do it, I was disappointed. I'm like, where's the part where you're supposed to feel better right after you throw up?
Oh, yeah.
And then you know you messed up. You've overdone it when you don't feel good right after you've done it.
Yes. Honestly, that is like the big red flag where you need to like put up the white flag and go, all right, I give up. I fucked up.
Luckily, it's been less than a handful of times, but that's happened. I'm like, why don't I feel better? I was promised to feel better. Schnee checks in and says, I'm waiting for National Margarita Day so I can have my National Hangover Day. Well, I know that we did National Hangover Day on this very calendar, probably just last month, Schnee. So go ahead. We'll give you a mulligan on that. Go ahead and drink it today and make it today. I miss getting high. Space Nerd says, Tiff, I don't know what you do, but you do you, Tip. I don't know if you do edibles or drinking, but you do you. You do you, Tip, whatever it is. Testicle Tiger, welcome back. Schnee from Schnee. I really don't like tomato juice. And yeah, I think the real pros, they use V8, bro. They thought that was a health drink when you put V8 in it. The tomato juice with the extra vitamins and minerals.
I thought that's how Bloody Marys had to be made, but if it came from the 1920s, I don't think V8.
Right, people just use straight up tomato juice, my understanding. Or some people use that clamato juice. It's clam and tomato juice mixed. Clamato. Have you ever heard of that? That sounds like
doesn't sound great.
It sounds like it smells like hot sick. Yes.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah. No from half a bottle of Henry and a Four Loco, LOL. 57 minutes waiting for a game, LOL. Come on. Thank you to the lovely and most generous Tiff for checking in on this New Year's Day and gifting one BF Live gifted membership. Thank you. Boom. You get the look. And Blummel's defense lawyer caught that. That's chat family. Thank you, Tiff, very much. I appreciate that. That's Blummel's. Blummel's might be on the train and might get a notification that the lovely Tiff just donated a Joe's most generous gifted membership. Both, says Flex, both pass. Yes, but I make the best. See, wait a minute. My sister's talking shit about how she makes the best Bloody Mary. Wait, let's see. March, she can't defend herself, so I'll just take your word for that. BF, you didn't give me money for Christmas. We are done.
Is that the real Jake Hudson?
I believe that is because I don't think I have a fake one in here. I could check it real quick.
Hey, Jake.
Well, Jake, I thought we were already done considering that every message board that I have from you that we trade messages on, the last message from Steve, from Jake is like, fuck you. So I kind of assumed we were already there, Jake. The reason I said Steve is because Martini Steve was next, and he says, Worcestershire sauce. Yeah. Everybody says that, what's this here sauce? Worcester sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, we could do a whole show about the.
I swear we just need to put that word in the bucket and just make something new. I think everybody in the country would be like, we're okay with that.
What's this here sauce? Rude Jake. Yes, that's him. Let's see. Gotten him, LOL. Chops must have a he shed, Tiff says. She says it looks like you're hanging in your he shed.
Is that like a man cave? I was trying to figure that out when I saw it. I was like, a he shed, huh?
I'm going to say I think so because they make that. You see that famously depicted in that one commercial where the she shed gets burnt down or something. They need insurance for the she shed. So yeah, it's like
no, I've never seen that. No.
Oh yeah, I think it's a whole thing because men famously we love our little. I guess you're the same. You like our little cubbies or our little basements or our little forts when we were younger, where we could get away from the world, right? And so I think women took that on and said, hey, well, if they can have one, I'm going to get my swerve on too, and I'm going to have me a she shed, son. So yes, women have their own fancy versions of the outdoor shed where they put flowers and nice carpets and fine tapestries, if you will, and that's where they go to escape away from the world. So I think
our man cave is their she shed.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
You hit it.
All right.
So, and now Tiff has went one step further saying that you now have a he shed.
Yep, I do now.
At least he didn't say that you were a sheet head. Maybe that's so. We'll stay away from that one.
Both work.
He shed, sheet head. Let's see. Space Nerds laughing. Jack checks in after. Jack. Hey, Jack, are you hanging over or hanging on? Because I heard some rumors in the chat about a 7-hour stream, and you might have been highly inebriated, buddy. So I hope that maybe you can get one of these. Do you do Bloody Marys, bro? What do you do to recover? You hanging over or you hanging on? Good morning, Uncle Jack from Tiff. I have the worst acid reflux in the last week, says our friend Space Nerd. Yeah, it can get out of hand on me, and it's really gotten me in a bad way sometimes, Chops. If that acid reflux, if it gets the best of me, it can really mess up my day and my week.
There have been times where I just tried to be a man about it and just like let it go, but it gets worse and worse to the point where it's like it's almost to the top.
It's in your throat. You can feel it. Absolutely.
So you're just like, you know what? The good Lord made pills for this. I'm going to take them.
Yeah, so I tried to do a balance, bro. I've tried to back off, not drink as much coffee in the morning or have like a Tums in the morning or something, or food or something. Yeah, try to change up my game. As a matter of fact, I drink a lot of water right now. This is always water because I don't need to be pumping soda or coffee in me and just building up a gas bubble the entire show.
Yeah, big soda drinkers and big coffee drinkers. That was my problem. Huge into coffee and energy drinks back in the day. And I assumed that my stomach built a tolerance for acid and now it just has too much. And now it needs to level itself back down.
Coffee, soda, and pizza are my thing, or my triggers. Yeah. I get that bad mix of coffee, soda, and pizza. Look out, my gut. Flex316 says, good day, Uncle Jack. Rob Taker says, fuck off, Uncle Jack. Oh, shit. Yes, the flu is going around too. I had an upper respiratory thing for the better part of like 2 to 3 weeks just earlier this year, Chops, in the fall.
Oh, no kidding. Gotcha.
Feel a little better. And it's not like me to be sick for long periods of time, so it really caught my attention. My brain is still trying to escape my head, though, says Testicle Tiger. Martini Steve says, I knew someone would store their vomit in Tupperware containers. That's gross.
What? Goodness. Wait a minute. Yeah, that would be if I've heard if you're bulimic,
really?
That's a thing.
Expand.
Oh, but I think bulimics are the ones that you're throwing up food all the time, and if you don't want people to kind of catch on, you start throwing it up in containers in your own private.
I thought that you were indicating that maybe they saved it for a future use. I thought maybe I was mixing.
No.
I was missing out on.
I'm glad you had me clarify.
Yes, I did. Yeah, because I mean, right. I guess I hadn't really thought about the person that was trying to hide it. I figured any bulimic would just go barf in a toilet. I didn't realize the extremes of putting it in containers.
That's when it does get extreme. You don't want anybody to find out about it.
That's some next level shit right there. Rob Tigger says that's a side effect of all Uncle Jack shows. Testicle Tiger. Oh, they're talking about some shit. Let's see. 1 foot on the floor, says my sister Kathy, with the hangover. That's her advice. Keep 1 foot on the floor so the bed doesn't spin on you. That's the more you know from my other big sister right there. There you go. Keep a foot on the floor. And keep reaching for those alcoholic stars. Yeah, this is all hangover, Kathy. That's right. I should have called this the hangover show, basically. Yeah. Considering the day we're coming off of, because I was questioning if I was going to do one myself. Oh, no, I get high, but I've done it so long. Oh, I miss the days of really getting high. Yeah, Tiff, we talk about that. I got to change up my methods. Like I'll change from, I have this right here. This is a butane flower pen. So I'll use this sometimes. Nice. And when this doesn't work for me, I got like a little stubby bong, and I also have some pre-rolls and stuff. So I kind of mix it up when I notice I'm not really getting that good high, like you said, Tiff. I'll change up my game a little bit, but you probably done all the different changes too, I'm sure at this point. Let's see, Clamato. I thought that was a beer. No, it might be. I think that like Ocean Spray or somebody makes Clamato. Mato. Yes, it's an abomination. It's horrendous. Let me see. Yes, here it is. It's Mott's. This is Mott's Clamato. This isn't a drink. But I've also seen different versions, but this is the first one that came up on Wikipedia. Yeah. But right here, lest anyone think, Clamato juice. It's reconstituted tomato juice concentrate with sugar and spices added. So, yeah. And I think it has, like, I guess clam juice in it or something. But, yeah, Clamato. There's Clamato right there. So that's just a Mott's form of Clamato. Clamato, potato. Let's see. Rob Taker, I get memberships to channels I rarely go to. Well, that's how we sucker you in here, Rob Taker. So thanks for coming along, man. Hope you enjoy at least something we do here. Lovely says, Tiff, Steve Martini, wow. It was really him, LOL. Yes, that's the real. Yes, that is the real Jake Hudson.
The real Hudson.
Whoa, I don't know, Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick thinks it's a fake Jake, and Bobby Nick would know. He checked it out. How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Taker saying it's not him. I somehow snagged one from Brennan. Oh, shit. I'm sorry about it. I thought maybe you were not too happy to catch one from me.
We didn't start the fire.
Kevin's going to Kevin. Bobby Nick's getting the shout-out love from Space Chief 75. I got an NLO one yesterday. Yay. Worcestershire is how you say it. Worcestershire. That's one of them I've heard. Oh, my bad. Rob Taker says, I got one from Joey C and one from TSN, but none from the channel. You see me, Owen Mostly, LOL. Well, come on, man. I'm glad you're here today. Right, Tiff, I think I explained the she said sensation to Chops. I think we got that. Where is Nikki is a good question. Where's Nikki? He got tore up. He got tore up? You meant she. I'm hella useless today, says our friend Tesco Tiger. I dropped by for a bit. Screenshotting that, calling Nikki a he. Yeah, there you go. You picked up on it. The he, exactly. It's called the CGE. Smoke weed every day. He drinks more. I grab a beer. That's how he recovers. That's how my brother-in-law taught me. He says, you don't hang over and worry about being in pain and the agony. You just start drinking another one and just get back on the train, get back on the horse again. Half a tree and call me in the morning. Oh, you'll smoke at the tree? Jack's blood type is gay beer. Is that really?
Hello, Frisco.
Ultimate peppermints are the best thing for it. At some point, put some beside your bed. That's foul. Let's keep getting through here. Schneider says, I got RSV earlier this year. Hope I don't get this wave. Yeah, I had that respiratory virus, man. It was rough. It was like 2 weeks, and it just wouldn't get out of me.
Last year, it was really going around, so hopefully it doesn't happen again.
And it's so odd for me, Chops, because I'm typically the guy that I don't even acknowledge being sick. Like, even when I have a sniffle, I tend to ignore it, just keep plowing through life and hope that it won't stop me, right? I see you you acknowledging that. Yeah, that's how I rolled, bro. And so when this got its hooks in me, it aggravated the shit out of me. I'm like, wow, I must be really sick because I couldn't shake it. Really.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to really know when it comes to guys like us is that when we can't shake it within the day at least, we know we have to lie down.
Yeah, normally by the second or third day, I'm starting to feel like I'm at least coming out of it, and that wasn't happening this time. Uncle Jack says, can you go out to the refrigerator and grab the beef stew in the container marked not vomit? There you go. I'm sure Chops has got some in the shed. Don't play with that, my father said. I've had indigestion for 3 days. When was taking Rolaids, he had a massive heart attack. That's right. Well, that's why I went. I had like the GERD, bro. I thought I was having a heart attack, Chops. I had the GERD so bad, and I did because my father had heart disease or whatever. He had a heart attack. I went and went to the emergency room, and that's how I got diagnosed with GERD. I thought I was having a freaking heart attack. It was like pressing up on my chest and everything. It was really bad.
Oh, because of how much? Yeah. Okay.
It was excessive, bro. I was very happy to hear that diagnosis, though. So did our friend LJ. No, you are right. Hard to be too hardcore with teens in the casa. I got you there, Tiff. Gotta keep it on the DL. You got to get that vape pen action. I get you. Got to get them ones that smell good. It's all the things I hate. the benefit of Clamato was that it wasn't so thick like tomato juice. That sounds like a word from a pro right there. So yeah, everybody had a different thing. I think Space Nerd is becoming my new best friend. She has a tendency to do that. There you go. Cheers to you. I'm glad you're getting this. That's what I love about this vibe and this chat family, and that's why this is the vibe. Tiff says, my mom used to tell us if we don't slow down, the virus couldn't catch us. That's right, Tiff. Maybe I must have heard that somewhere along the line too, and it sounds like Chops did, because my whole thing is just don't acknowledge it, because I'm the kind of guy, Chops, that I think if I dwell on things too much, I will exacerbate them, right? You know, I'll be like, oh, I'll be having a pity party for myself. Like my mother says, don't have a pity party for yourself because ain't nobody coming but you, right? So, so yeah, I would try to just plow through life, not acknowledge that I'm sick, and it's been it worked for me most of the time. Let's see.
There's been so many times where I would feel just completely fine, and somebody would say, "Oh, you don't look too healthy. Like, are you feeling okay?" And then I would start feeling sick. It's something about the psychosis, not the psychosis, but I don't know, the power of the brain and how it can make you sick just by
I think
thinking
a lot of people
it is.
underestimate that. And yeah, I was dealing with some stress at the time, and that was giving me like an elevated heart rate, and there really wasn't nothing medically wrong with me. And I really learned the effects that just your thoughts, like you said, the power of your brain, you can really mess yourself up if you dwell on negative thoughts. And that's why I just plow through life, because I don't want to go the other way with it. Tiff is asking, do I feel better with medication? Yes, I do. Luckily, I've gotten the lansoprazole or whatever. I got the prescription from that. So I try a combination now, Tiff. I try not to do so many bad things for me, but I also don't want to take a lot of medicine, Chops, because I don't want to be part of like a class action lawsuit. Like, did you or someone you love used to take lansoprazole or Prilosec? You know, I don't want to be part of a class action, and for that, So I want to pick my problem, I guess. I don't know.
Not only that, like if you're taking medication for a symptom and you're not even trying to help those symptoms in general, so like cutting down on the coffee and whatnot, then what are you doing? You're really focusing on that pill. So like, not you in general, not you.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But people, they'll be like, well, if I just take a pill for this, I'll be fine. Like, no, you gotta work on it, balance yourself. That pill is to help you balance.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to avoid that pill cocktail that so many of my elders experience in their life, where you have the Rattler and you must take something every day of the week and stuff. I'm trying to avoid kind of that slippery slope if I can do that at all. So
there are some things that I've kind of just I've assumed that, not assumed, I've just come to a conclusion that like, this is what I need, and this I'm okay with taking this for the majority of my life. But there are also some things that are just like, no, instead of taking this heart medication, I could just change my diet.
Right. And that's kind of the approach I took with and like Tiff is saying right here, the moral is listen to your body. And that's what all of that taught me, Tiff, about the pressure around your heart, that other things can get to you, that stress can get to you. And so now, Chops, I've gotten a lot better at looking for the signals, like looking for those GERD signals, looking like, I don't want to, am I having a heart attack or something here? So yeah, it's a good listen to your body is a good lesson.
And it's tough too, man. Like if you're not taught to listen, and I hate to say that, but it really is, like if you're not taught to listen to your body from a certain age, it's really hard to understand what that even means. But I get it now.
Yep. And I picked up on this pattern, luckily, when I was a younger man, and that I noticed the pattern that all of the older men in my life were dying out much quicker than the women. It occurred to me that ladies tend to live longer. And Space Nerd says
not just to me
that women are much better at listening to their bodies. You have to. All kinds of shit going on. So based on that and the lesson that I learned there, Chops, like I pay very much attention to when my wife says, hey, you need to go to the doctor for this, or you need to go to the doctor. I say, because you know what? That's why women live longer, because they're not stubborn like the men, and they actually go to the doctor. So I definitely I don't resist my wife, and I allow her to like push me that way, because I know I won't go otherwise.
Absolutely. And that's like, for me, like that's why having a good partner is, it's not just about love and everything like that. It's also about just survival at the end of the day, because she's looking out for you, you're looking out for her in manners that you never thought of in general. So it's an amazing combination.
Done with that. Let's say, hey, PSP's checking in on this New Year's Day. I too am better at listening to a woman's body. How do I feel that you're talking about something totally different, aren't you? You're talking about something totally different there. How you doing, PSP? Let's do a sound quality check. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Schwiggity 1, schwiggity 2.
Schwiggity. Proper. I like sibilance. Sibilance. 1, 2. Tom Hanks did that. Tom Hanks did a bit when many years ago he played the roadie for Aerosmith, and it was an excuse to have Aerosmith on Wayne's World. And when he came out, he played the roadie for Aerosmith. And when he came out to the mic for Steven Tyler, and he goes, 1, 2, sibilance. Sibilance. I thought that was such a great word. Sibilance. 1, 2, sibilance. Sibilance. Here you go. So there you go. Here we go. All right. I feel you. Happy New Year, Space Nerd from PSP. Shout out PSP from the lovely Tiff with 3 Fs here as we continue on with BF Live. We're doing the National Day calendar, and we got carried away with a little conversation there. That's the fun part about doing this show. So it's Hangover Day, and we know it's New Year's Day, so we don't have to do the last one. So let's put a bow on this one. That was the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah, we are having fun. We're having it. We're doing it. I didn't see too many guys up there live this morning, like Bob or anything. A lot of guys are taking the day off, but I'm here 100%. We're having it.
We're doing it.
We are doing it. We got our friend Chops here. We got at least 31 to 40 sometimes people hanging out in the chat all day for BF Live, the vibe. Hey, I want to show you this real quick, Chops and everybody. I don't know if you know about Bob Levy, but he notoriously can't stand deviled eggs. What is your stance on deviled eggs?
I'm gonna be honest with you, my friend. I have never tried them. It's one of those things where I think it's the texture that I wouldn't like. They smell great, but I just don't know. I haven't gotten the goal to try them yet.
It just seems so weird because they take the yolk out, they mix it up with a bunch of stuff and mayonnaise and seasoning and stuff, and they reconstitute it and slap it back in there. That's just not my thing, but I understand many people enjoy them, especially over the holidays. Space Nerd says, I'm sad they didn't have food options. Oh, yeah, you're right. Normally, there's always at least one food element that's part of the National Day calendar, but not so much today. Granny, your boy's checking in, our friend, and says, Chops is coming in with that homeless chic look for the new year. What's up, Granny? We have Granny, our official assessment in the chat is that he's in some type of ice fishing hut, bro. I think he has a hole in the ice behind him. We think that's what's going
shed.
On. It's he shed, that's right. Tiff said he has a he shed. I think he sticks his head in the ice and comes up with fish and goes, goony goo goo. I think he does that. Let's see.
It's the only way to fish.
I guess Clamato. Love them when done correct. Well, let's see these. Here's a twist on this. I've been hanging on to this video, so let's have a little controversial. Let's get your opinions on deviled eggs or not. This is a deep fried deviled egg, Chops.
Ooh,
so I don't know.
You have my attention.
Okay, now this is crunchy. Let's see. I don't know if you or I would mess with this, but let's check this out and see what this is all about.
Have you ever had crunchy, deep fried deviled eggs? Let me show you how I made them. Scoop of mayonnaise, stone ground Dijon mustard, and we're going to use the Dano's original.
Okay.
That's the green top. Bunch of that. Mix them.
So yeah, they mix
Now,
it.
let's spice this up a little bit. Some pickles and a jalapeno. And we'll dice that all up together. Add that in. Mix it.
That's just a whole bunch of stuff I don't eat, Chops.
Yep. Place in the corner of a Ziploc bag. Straight into our flour, then into our egg wash, last into our panko. Set to the side. Get you some cooking oil and get ready to fry.
Go get.
After just a quick minute, you're done. And to finish it off, Dano's Chipotle. It's got a little paprika in it. You're definitely gonna want to make these.
I tried.
Get you some. Have you ever had crunchy?
There you go. All right, I hear you saying you would try it already.
Yeah. Deep fry anything, and I'm going to try it once.
Let's see. Yeah. I enjoyed some deep fried turkeys over the holidays. I made a small one. We got like a medium sized one, and like the day after Thanksgiving for the family, my family at home, I cooked a little, deep fried a little one, so I enjoyed that. Yes. Fried deviled eggs are amazing, says Testicle Tiger. Flex 316 says it looks good. Okay, new. Okay. Put sriracha in your filling. That'll get you going.
Ooh, get a little spice, a little more.
Matt's getting egged up in the chat. Tiff says, did you just use the word grody as in to the max? Probably. I think somebody in the chat, the word grody. I see some of the ladies, Testicle Tiger and Space Nerd, they go grody. That's grody to the max, Tiff. That's right. We should use those Valley girl terms here. I have a bottle says, smoking paprika is the way to go. So, yeah, it makes it a little more palatable, it looks like, with them being deep fried, I guess. A little more palatable. All right, well, it is that time, Chops. We got to do it. They inundate me during the segment with stuff, and I expect no different right now. This segment, it isn't for me. It isn't for you, Chops, unless you want it to be. This next segment, I have to do it because they bombard me with so much content.
Here we go.
This next segment is just for the ladies.
Slow down and real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bringing all the heat. Making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter, so we see more juicy memory just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, every frame he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
That's right. BF Live is a vibe. If this wasn't enough man meat, lest anyone think this is Photoshop. That is me and Chris Abels in our Chippendales days. But that wasn't enough man meat there, Chops. So BF is a vibe, as you know, my friend. So we have a lot of fun with this and also provide some content for everybody. This is just for the ladies. So I'm sure we're going to have some fun reaction in the chat. More dogs. Bulldogs are... BF likes it more than anyone else. Not true. I repeat, not true. Not true, not true. Space Nerd says, for the ladies is just for Granny. All right, well, let's do this. Space Nerd lets you know that my 80s lexicon is still in use, talking about garroti to the max. Tiff, I know, mine passed. Oh, here we go. There's the most beautiful French Bulldog at our shelter. There you go. Why don't you get it? She came in and emaciated him. That grin, LOLs. Well, let's go. All right, well, let's go. Here's a fun segment. That's not for me, ladies. Here comes your first piece of content. That's not for me, and it's not for you, Chops. This is just for the ladies segment. Here you go, ladies. Your first piece of content. Oh.
The best part of this plan is...
Uh-oh.
No one can stop me.
BF. BF.
And the best
Got
part of this
copyright music,
plan
BF.
is... No one can stop me.
All right, there you go.
Ladies, I hope you're enjoying this.
Well, you know, it's funny because I tend to I'm just going from one segment to the other and I'm hitting buttons and all this stuff. And finally one day Scott to me goes, he gets uncomfortable sitting on the screen for this segment. And so it occurred to me, I'm like, I might have to give Scott the option to take himself off camera, but a lot of the ladies revolted and they said, no, you will stay and you will enjoy this content that isn't just for you, Scott, and it isn't just for BF or Chops. This content is just for the ladies. This is BF Live, The Vibe, on a New Year's Day. Buenos días, señoras and señoritas. Welcome to BF Live. ¿Dónde están los pines? There you go. ¿Dónde está Home Depot? This here. There you go. That means where is Home Depot? Let's see. You are high, Flex 316. I have a car. Give her a scratch for me. All right. They're talking about that dog in there. And we're playing content for the ladies because it's not for me. I refuse to say it's for me. This segment is by and for the ladies right here. Produced by the Stacy and Space Nerd and Tits McGee and a lot of you other ladies. And why do I have a feeling that in another day or two that Tiff will be contributing to this segment? Just call it a no. I don't know. Chops appreciates a good greased strong fella. Is that so?
Granny does not count.
Yeah, in fairness, Granny can't count. He's always shirtless, so he's always turning Chops on during these shows. All right. Well, I have another piece for you. Oh boy, and I know this is a fan favorite, and it's probably submitted by Stacy or one of these ladies, but this isn't for me anyway. This is just for the ladies. See, I'm not looking. I'm producing the show.
Good morning, beautiful. I want you to have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day.
Shut up. Look at his beard. This guy's always coming out showing his herg. Put your herg away, bro. What are those little beady things he's got? Them gay things he's got in his beard. No.
Those are so it's the little Christmas bulbs you can put in your beard.
I'm glad you didn't say balls, but you got close. Wow. Hey, ladies, I'm just saying, wouldn't they scratch you in a particular area? Wouldn't they scratch you in your inner thigh?
Good morning, beautiful. I want you.
Why is he shirtless?
To have a very Merry Christmas.
Well,
enjoy
it
your
says
day.
20 out of 10. All right, that's enough of that one.
Like, look, when I get why he's shirtless. Like, he looks good and everything, but it's just not appropriate for the weather. No guy is going out there shirtless.
I'm going to say he's doing it for the gram here and doing it for the cash. I'm going to say that. This wasn't we got, the ladies do their Perry rating. Now we got Space Nerd saying 10, 5-star. 10 out of 10, 5-star. Scratch away, says Tiffany. It says Tiff with 3 Fs. Oh my God. But
The ladies love that Viking look. There's something about it, which I'm okay with. Like, thank God the beards are coming back.
Beards are back. Guess who's back? Beards are back. Well, you go. Here's another piece of content. This one, once again, you know what it is. This is just for the ladies, and I'm glad you're here on New Year's Day enjoying this because the vibe has something for everybody.
Oh no. They have bathrooms for that. Oh, stop it. That was a tank top. He could have put that shirt over it.
Oh, you're actually looking at it. Yeah, put your clothes on in public, bro. It's the manly protective nature. This show slaps, says Tiff. Oh, we got a fan. Got her. You show exactly. See, Flex is feeling. He's saying what you're saying, Chop. He just showing off. He could. He didn't have to do that like that in public. See, that lady is every woman, and she wants it all in her. It's all in me. I hope it's his penis, baby. Geez, damn, says a Space Nerd. Stacy Allen, 2028. All right. Well, let's continue on. I'm glad that the ladies are in the chat. That is what I appreciate so much because, Chopped, you know that most of these shows are sausage parties, right, man?
There are a lot. Like these are the most ladies I've ever seen in a chat room, to tell you the truth.
And, bro, it's not lost on me. I love them and appreciate them. I got the best female demographic. I think at least 25% or more of my demographic is the lovely ladies. So I says, I'm so happy and honored. I got to do a segment that's not for me and it's not for the guys. This segment is, in fact, you know it. It's just for the ladies. Here you go, ladies. I'll spoil you a little bit since you fill up my box with so much content. I'll spit it out to you and fill up your box.
All right, ladies, pick your hero here. It's gonna be Handsome Rob.
Oh, I like that. I like you calling it out.
It's gonna be Big Rob. Coming up, we have English Tom.
Hello, I'm English Tom, ladies. Would you like a proper gentleman? I'll fuck you properly.
Behind
Whoa, that said Ginger Gay, didn't it?
Ginger Gay. Jack White. Ryan Lee. Last but not least, the Mad Dog, Scott H.
Yeah.
Choose wisely, ladies. We only take one of them.
There you go, ladies. Ladies want to have some combat with you, if you will. Rob Taker says, just have Jack on once a week and you will have negative girl demo.
Oh, no, I love Jack.
Tiff says, don't tell Ray about this segment, I'm guessing is what she means here. Don't tell Ray. I will not. Flex 316 says, all are awesome. And to that, I say,
Hello, Frisco.
whoa, here we go. Here's a pun. That guy can fill up my box. She means vagina, folks. She's laughing. Let's see. LOL Rob Taker from Space Nerd. Sounded a tad odd. Anyone named Mad Dog has my vote. There you go. See? I'll take Andy or Man Dog, says Space Nerd. Mad Dog. Space Nerd says, Tiff, we can leg wrestle for Mad Dog. That sounds like a scissor session. But before that scissor session happens, let me show you at least one more piece of content that's not for me and it's not for Chops. This is just for the ladies. Here we go. Oh. See down in the Old Town Road, girl. Feel about that. Oh.
I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is sad. And his matty black got the.
Oh my God. There we go. All right, ladies. I'm feeling generous because it's New Year's Day. I love having you in here. Rob Taker says, Jack scares them away. Ray just kills them. Ray kills women dead. Like Ray kills. Space Nerd thanks Flex 316. Tiff just simply says, did we just horse head? I ain't never seen a Flex 316 with a horse head. Space Nerd is laughing with love. Dang Lizard is checking in.
Oh,
just coincidentally during the For the Ladies segment. Just for
suspicious.
We are worldwide with Dang Lizard checking in as well. Hello, Chops buddy. Is it a new year on your planet too? Happy New Year to everyone on your planet. Oh shit.
There's a conspiracy going around that I'm not human. I'm either an AI robot or I'm an alien.
I was accused of also being a robot at a period of time, Chops, when I first started doing the show. For my robot-like consistent delivery of this show, they said, I think that BF is an android. I don't think he's a human being.
It's our cadence, the way that we talk. We can't help it.
Yes, there's something about that. I tend to agree with you. Tiff checks in and says, I am a cowgirl now. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Deep fried talking Flex 316. So Notre Dame and Georgia has been postponed until tomorrow. I'm not keeping up on the college football, but anybody that's been around for a minute knows that New Year's Day and even this whole New Year's weekend has always been a large college sports and college football weekend. I know they have the Rose Bowl parade, the Tournament of Roses parade, different parades, different football games. So whatever you're enjoying today. 3-star on someone of those last guys, says Space Nerd. Teeth. I'm not sure if we're talking about teeth. LOL. Storms and Rob. Dang Lidger says, Hoya, everyone. Wrong segment to join in.
Timing is everything.
You know what happens when you join in late during this segment, Dang Lizard? You end up becoming the sponsor of it. So be careful next time, my friend. We'll let you off on that one. Not on mine. Due to the event this morning in NOLA. Oh, wow, that's terrible. And, everybody knows where there's good and bad about life. We always say have a safe New Year, but unfortunately there were some bad events that took place where people lost their lives down in New Orleans, in the crowds down there. So we'll keep them in our thoughts. Look that up. Whip it good. Granny says Chops is harder than an obsidian crystal. Oh my God. Chops has a great voice as well for broadcasting, says Space Nerd.
Oh,
yes,
well, thank you.
Yes, he does. Yes. I was like, Howard Stern always had George Takei on. He'd be on there with his key. He go, oh my. He had just a great natural bass and tone to his voice. I admire that.
Anything's better but the puke voice. You know, when the guys go out there, they're just talking completely like this. Like,
so Chops, let me tell you, bro. So my start in this, I mentioned my older sister, God rest her soul. She had and ran a few bars, and she had horrible DJs in there. So I ended up doing DJ, starting in her bar, and built a business and did it for like 10, 11 years or so. And it was all I could do not to do that yuck voice. I didn't have a voice or identity at the time, so I was like, "Hey, everybody, welcome to my sister's bar." Everybody, you know, I was like I had to tell myself not to do that very voice right there.
It's
that
very
DJ.
You have to train yourself out of it. I started as a DJ as well, and like in order to get your voice to carry out into an audience like that, you almost have to do a voice like that. But then when you come into radio, which most of them were DJs, they could never turn it off.
Yes, right, Nate. Yeah, you get it there. Hey, everybody, who's at the top of the hour? What you doing? They got no personality. That become their personality. They just became a robot like that. We were talking about that robot delivery earlier. All right, well, we are caught up with Oh My in the chat from Flex316. Who knows? That's a famous saying from George Takei. All right, ladies, I'm feeling generous today because I love the ladies, and I'm a sucker for the ladies. I can't help it. So one more piece that's not for me, and it's not for you guys. This last piece is just for the ladies, and then we'll see what else we have in the hopper as we roll on with BF Live The Vibe on New Year's Day. Yeah. This guy's gay, the music copyright.
Somebody's so passionately involved with himself in the mirror like that. I know he's staking it up, but for God's sakes.
Right, maybe for the gram a little bit, but there's people that really do like they're loving themselves in the camera, boy. They're like, God damn, I would fuck me. Yeah, fuck yeah. They're like, yeah.
You know, back in the day, cameramen had to like hype people up to feel sexy or to feel confident, and I don't think you need that anymore. People just do it on their own.
We have a 10-4 star. Martini says it's for the ladies and Mr. Jim Norton. Oh my God. Oh, Mr. Great line, bro. Mr. and Mr. Norton for the Nortons. Yes. That smile and hair. He's fine on the outside, says Tiffany. Yeah, well, hey, on the outside, but he might be like a dog beat. You don't know that. You never know what these guys are, you know.
Yeah, hot fuck. Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. I think that's plain enough. I not only took care of my great ladies, I downright spoiled them. So let me run my little element at the end of this, because ladies, you know what that was. I love you and appreciate my female demographic. You guys are awesome. That wasn't for me. That wasn't for you guys. That was, I'm going to hit Cyke Clyde. That was just for the ladies. If I can find it.
Slow down and real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bringing all the heat. Making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter so we see more juicy memory just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, everything he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
Let's get it, folks. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
BF Live The Vibe, stream show 217 on this Wednesday, New Year's Day. I feel like I'm about to burst. I'm at a starting gate, and I'm just about to burst. I can't wait to see what this year of shows brings, Chops. I'm looking forward to it.
Amen on that. Same here. Same here. Because every day's a new dang day, but every new year is a new dang year. So here we go.
It is, man, and I'm enjoying like just coming out here and grinding every day and coming upon natural, like getting to know Granny and then now getting to know you, and we seem to be hitting off good and enjoying hanging out. So I can't wait to see like what the year brings for all of us, man. So we're not
Speaking
done
of Granny,
yes.
I think he's taking back everything he said about teaming up with you and I.
Oh yeah, there he goes. He goes, man, you know what? I might have made a little mistake. I didn't think that you two doing a show together would intensify the craving of the wiener.
It wasn't for us. It wasn't for you. It was just for the ladies.
Yeah, well, he acts like he was denying the wiener when he sat in for this segment, like he was looking away or something. But I think he enjoyed it just as much as you did when he was here.
I love how extra it is. To be honest, that's really just.
Well, and this is the ladies, man. Like I said, that's what I love about this show, is that you never know what's going to happen. And they got so cranky about the bikini chicks. They're like, hey, what's up with us ladies?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, girls, this is our show. If you bring me a segment, we will do it. So the lovely Stacey Allen, she called me on it, and she made that nice intro, and they supply me with content, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
Nice.
Bring me the Viking. Maybe on the next episode of BF Live, there might be some more Viking in the hopper, and I'm sure that I'll look at my phone and either Space Nerd and or, let's see, someone probably, probably already sent me some more stuff. Yeah, Space Nerd already did.
Hey,
I have emails from. Yes, go ahead.
Where can these ladies get together? Do you have a Discord? Do you have a hub where everybody comes together, maybe talks about this stuff?
Thank you for providing me this. The ladies can reach out to me. If any of you have a desire to reach out to me and provide some content, you can do it by hitting me up at BF Live with the numbers 420. Go where I got that from. BF Live 420 at gmail.com. You can also join our 100 Proof Podcasting Discord. There is a link to BF Live in there. Matter of fact, let me extract that right now. Let me do a little technical work here for you.
This is your way to become part of the show when the show's over.
Hi, folks. Your view is important to us here on BF Live. I'm going to take a little break and hit some keys, and I'm going to provide you a Discord link. This will be for 100 Proof Podcasting. In there, you will find information about 100 Proof Podcasting, and there is a BF Live section where you too could submit questions and content to BF Live. Copy. Paste. We're dancing to it.
Ta-da.
Your call and your view is important to us. That last link that just showed up in the chat, there you go.
Well done.
And he's off. There we go. Now, wait a minute. Now, then bring me the Viking in a future episode. Whoa, Kathy says he may be a little light in his loafers, but it's all good. Hey, that's my big sister saying that. I don't know if she's saying about you or me or both of us. I don't know. Tiff, we can thank Stacey Allen, of course, for Thane Rivers. That's that dude pointing his cock at you. The hot AF Viking. That means as fuck. And he's off. I should grab some RSO and get high with you all. VC and Flex 316. That was a typo.
Get her done.
Make a party, if you will. Oh, BF, the best voice in the verse. Well, I certainly appreciate that. But our new friend Chops here, I must say, has a most excellent natural voice. Oh, my.
It's an expensive mic. That's it.
Thank you. Look, Tiff is already, she's working for the weekend. She's ready to go. This right here, folks, you can click on that where it says Discord. I didn't have time. I didn't type a label on it, but that's 100 Proof Podcasting. That's Chris Abels and Shawnee. They kind of run that, and I have a BF section in there. You can get a hold of us there and submit things there. I gotta go get some goods. She means weed. Anyone want to hang out in the after party? Flex and I will be in the voice chat. So there you go. There are voice channels. If you click over there and hang out in our Discord universe over there, well, I hear mine going off in the background, so maybe people are jumping in right now. There's some after party stuff going on. Chops will melt your panties. I stop the world and melt your panties. Or something like that. I don't know. That was weird. I've heard of panty dropper. I haven't heard of a panty melter before. Well, wait a minute. Kathy Linder, he always had sugar in his britches, question mark. Damn you, Granny. I resemble that remark. I was raised by my two sisters. I can't blame it, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Let's continue on here. We got a little pricing game. Everybody seems to love, let me see which one I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do You Can't Afford It. You can't afford it. Did I make a little graphic or a little banner for that? You cannot afford it. I thought I did. Let me look for that. Crushing it. We're going to talk about some items that maybe are out of the range for the average everyday person. And I want to thank Cyke Clyde for assembling this package for me right here because he enjoyed the pricing games that we did other times here. So let me do a little screen share. Pull it up here. Let's have a little pricing game. You can't afford it. Which one?
Oh, I love this game so much.
All right, now these are the top 10.
So good.
He called it, whoop, God damn it. He called it the top 10, if I can get control of the play. Right here. The top
Work
10
with us, technology.
Yes. The top 10 most outrageously expensive everyday objects. So, or as I'm calling this segment, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. And your father is an alcoholic. You dropped your ice cream. You can't afford it. You didn't get none. All right, let's do this. You can't afford it. So let's look at item number 1 and see what it's all about. I gotta pause this before the price comes up. So wish me luck. Let's see. All right, our first item. It's a little hard to read. It looks like it's the glace. This is the round ice like Bob Levy enjoys. The glacé or the glace, if you will. I don't know how you pronounce that. Are you a round ice guy there, Chops?
Only when it comes to whiskey, to tell you the truth. I want one large ice cube in there. That's awesome.
Really? And I understand the larger ones are better for that because they keep more of it cold and they don't necessarily melt quite in the same manner as a series of ice cubes might melt, right?
Absolutely. Mm.
Yeah, so and I know Bob is a big proponent. He's like living high on the hog with his large ice. Instead, what started out to be a school project, the Glace, a luxury ice, sells what it claims to be the very best way to cool your drink. They're ice cubes and ice spheres. So what they're asking here is that the ice is available in bags of 50 cubes or 50 spheres, or 25 cubes and 25 spheres in a mixed bag. My experience with round ice, Chops, is that I got the silicone trays off of Amazon, and I attempted to make my own. I made my own ghetto round ice.
Yep. No, I've done the same. And to tell you the truth, that's all I felt like I needed.
Yeah. I enjoy it for certain drinks. I like having the round ice, and it was a novelty for a while. But what do you think? Now, it's very nice. It's crystal clear. It's like purified water, so you can see through it. So I'm saying, let's say 50 cubes. For 50 cubes, whether it be 25 cubes and bag spheres mixed or just 50 of any one thing, what do you think this would go for? We could get 50 cubes of ice for fancy ice.
I'm gonna aim high here. I'm gonna go with 300.
$300.
I feel like I'm not too far off with that either. I might even be lower.
We got Space Nerd checking in for 500.
Yeah. I can imagine that. Seriously.
Let's see.
Because the procedure to make, I think I've seen the procedure to make these cubes, and it's a little extra. But if the technology, if the science adds up, then have at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm fascinated with the little ice machines that make the little pellets and they fill up the tiny trays and they freeze so quickly and they can pump out that little ice. I like the small ice myself, the little.
Oh, love
pellet.
it too.
Hey, Martini Steve says, gotta run. Have a happy New Year, BF, and chat peeps, and take care. And thank you, Martini Steve. It's nice talking to you. Take care. Have a great day and a great New Year, man. We'll be here every day for you. You're gonna have to chase me away from here. It's for a bag of 50, says Cyke Clyde, who assembled this package for me. So thanks, buddy. We got $54.95 by Tiff, $199.97 from Peter Sky Parker. I bet my Bulldog ice cube maker makes drinks better. We have a guess of 500 from Flex. We have 7722 from Matt. We got 179 from Martini Steve, still checking in. Let's see. We got, how are they shipped? Individually wrapped? It makes a difference. Damn it, Tiff. I don't have every damn detail. Oh, it says the ice is available online, shipped in insulated bags via Federal Express.
Okay.
It doesn't really say if they're wrapped individually. It might be just a bag of them rubbing together there, Tiff.
I would hope it would be individual, because if you get a whole bunch of ice, if you order expensive ice and it comes cracked, that's going to be even worse.
Upset.
Yeah.
Rob Taker says insulated bags. It's $100 on Temu. Space Nerd says they send it probably with dry ice or per block. All right, let's get into this one. We already talked about this one enough, so let me run a little timpani, and we're going to see what 50 blocks of I'll give my guess. I'm going to say $175. All right, here we go. Let's see. It's $325.
We damn close. That's insane.
Let's see. Tiff she got her redo in before I exposed it. So $249, $500,000. No, Rob Taker. Let's see. We have not 100 on Temu. Let's go back to some of these early ones. Martini Steve coming with the 179. Matt they're kind of off on that. Flex was kind of close on the high side at 500. 199.97 says PSP. Tiff was original was $55, $56. $500 from Space Nerd early in the game. So let's see if anybody said anything else. What do we got? 500K. Okay. JFC. That's done. There you go. $325. So I don't know, Bob. He never really divulged how he makes his. I think he has a round ice maker. I think that's the thing you can get put in your home there. I don't live that round ice life there, Chops.
Are you talking about the small ones, or does it just make the individual big ones?
It makes the spheres. Like Bob Levy, when he's always drinking, he boasts of having a machine that he can his ice maker makes spheres for him.
Get out of here! I've never even heard of those.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to sell us. But yeah, he's a round ice guy. Rob Taker says it's rich people ice. They sell it for whatever they want to sell it for. What a crazy waste of money, checks in our friend Tiff says. 2 blocks, says Flex. No good refrigerators come with round ice options. No, that's why I'm wondering what his game is. So it's not a refrigerator. So maybe he's got some kind of machine, or maybe he just has the Amazon trays like I have, and he's just fronting Tiff. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this. Bob's ice. What is the origin of it? Wow, says Flex of the price. It's pedal ice. It's sort of bougie, I think. It is very bougie. That's why Bob thinks he's high end. All right, let's check out our next item up for bids. Our next item is, what is this? Oh, it's the fancy patch wire. Let's see. This is, I got to look at it on my big screen because I can't see it. Here we go.
Huh.
This is a Platinum Starlight USB audio cord with a certificate of authenticity. I will read as much as I can about this. For about the price of 4 brand new iPhones, you can buy, so there's an estimate right there, folks. For the price of 4 brand new iPhones, you can buy a 6-foot long premium HDI cable for your television or computer monitor. On Wire World's website, the cable is available in lengths of various lengths, all the way up to 7 meters for a whopping, it's fill in the blank there. We took it away off the screen. Whoop, my video went away that I was reading off of. Let me see.
Does it do something extra, or is it just do what a regular cord does?
I don't know. And then, so at least this one you come with a little guess because, you can guesstimate what 4 iPhones might cost you. This cable features a double helix styled wrap cables inside a flat exterior insulation on the full length cord. The connectors are carbon fiber. That can be expensive. Let's see. And they're completely pure silver. So it's silver and carbon fiber. So keep that in mind in your estimate. And the company claims this is the ultimate HDI cable. So carbon fiber, which can be expensive in certain applications, and certainly silver is, what are we going to say? I'm going to say $550, I don't know, 500.
No, you got to get into the thousands for 4 brand new iPhones.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even, I was thinking cable.
I'm going to guess 4,800 myself.
So yeah, but they're like 30, I'm going to say 8 times 4 is 32. I'm going to say 3,200.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We have some guesses of 1992 by my friend Matt. Tiff says the Levy Round Ice mystery is breaking my brain. We have a mission now, Tiff, because I've often wondered, knowing Bob is not the most technically savvy guy, and like you make the claim, I thought maybe he bought a refrigerator and it just happened to come with it. But I like what you say about no decent refrigerator comes with round ice. So we're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's see. I wouldn't pay more than $20 for this cord, says PSP. It's got a thin coating, says our friend Flex316. 4 iPhones. Yes, that's what they're saying the estimated value of this is. I can't move on. The Levy that's breaking his brain. Let's see. So it's $75, says our Flex. No. It does the same thing as the normal one does. It's made out of silver, I think. It wouldn't make a difference in this world. Why does somebody even make this? Rob Taker says $2,600. PSP comes in with $39.99 very early. Highfalutin Levy, says our friend Granny about Bob's ice habit. Matt says, you want round ice? I can get you round ice. Believe me, there are ways. Dude, you don't want to know about it. Believe me, I'll get you round ice by this afternoon with nail polish.
I got a guy.
All right, that's Mike. I know a guy. He's in my phone. He's under round ice guy. All right. So we have our estimates in, folks. Let's get on with this. The price of a carbon fiber, actual authentic silver HDMI cable, what could this possibly go for? 4 iPhones. What could this do for you that you would really watch it on a screen and go, man, that's so much better? $4,000.
Peter Sky Parker got that one.
Yeah, I think Peter Sky Parker, he's been in the market for these because he did get it at $39.99. Our friend Peter Sky Parker comes in with the closest guess yet, right there, $39.99. I am not, no way, bro. Chops, it took me years to get around to paying $100 for a decent pair of sunglasses. Have you done that?
Yeah.
What is your take on expensive glassware like sunglasses?
I had the same exact thing. Like me being into fishing, I needed nice polarized glasses, and I knew that I couldn't just get cheapies. And I had to bite the bullet, and it took me so long. Like, I had to wait till Christmas. You know,
I didn't realize or appreciate the difference that a good pair of polarized sunglasses can make when you're out in the world and how much better your vision is. And so
it's nuts.
I come upon a pair one time when I wouldn't pay that much. I found a pair on sale. And I got them, and I really enjoy a good pair of sunglasses. But I won't pay like it took me a long time to come around to paying $100 or so for a good pair of sunglasses. So
anything over $50, I'm really just considering like, do I need this? Do I want it? How like?
And just knowing with sunglasses, I put them on the hook of my shirt. They fall off of you. They go here, there. So I never trusted myself with a high value pair of sunglasses until I got a little older, a little more mature. Let's see. Let's see what everybody. Oh, this cable. That's right. We got that $4,000. Flex spent $500 on his last pair of sunglasses that he says that he's a sucker for. Well, let's check our next item up for bids here on the most expensive everyday items. Our next item up for bid is a Trek mountain bike. Now, mountain bike game can be pretty expensive. Now, once again, this is a thing, Chops, where I'm only going to use it every now and then. I'm not going to buy, go crazy with a crazy one. But I understand you can spend thousands. I'm amazed at the amount of money people spend on bikes, bro.
Easily. I mean, just for a part in a bike, it could be $1,000. It's nuts.
I literally think the last bike that I got was a pre-assembled. It's a mountain type bike, but it's a mongoose like marketing mountain bike, and I think it was like pre-assembled at Toys R Us or something, right? Yeah, and it's like been in my shed. It's an adult mountain bike, but that was like that's like the last mountain bike. I think I paid $100 for it, much like my sunglasses. So, but it says since the 1970s, Trek Bikes has been one of the leading names in the bicycle industry. It is a case of a classic success story of a business starting in a garage and building its way up to the top of its industry. Along with this success, they have developed some of the best bikes in history, but they come at a price. It says this bike, this Mardon SLR9 or whatever this bike is, it says it's a carbon fiber, once again, frame, paired with electronic gearing. Whoa, electronic gear shifting on a bike, bro?
Okay, that brings my pricing completely up.
There you go. Shit. Carbon fiber and electronic gearing controls. To change your gears, you don't have all those fancy ticks and clicks. I'm going to say this has definitely got to be over a $5,000 item, especially considering that cable. Easily. I'm going to say that this one's like $7,500 to $8,000 is kind of where I'm at with this. I'm about $7,500. Let's see.
I'm going to go up to $8,000 myself.
Really?
I'm going to hope it's not that much, but
holy shit. PSP has got these car prices. Now, Scott, PSP, I've heard in excess of 10, 12, 15,000. I thought that would be high, but if this son of a bitch is $40,000, I'm going to lose my shit. Right. Flex is checking in with $30K. No wire.
Guys, that's a car. A car.
Oh, thank you, Chops. I see you put some stuff in the background.
I found a round ice maker machine we can go over later.
Okay. Let's see. Electronic gear control. Okay, $77.29. Hey, you're around my bid now, Matt. I said $7,500. I'm sure I'm low. What was yours? Wow, $3,400. I still have my Diamondback mountain bike, circa 1990s. Chops, I can't believe, everything that's old is new again. And if you go online, there is a whole, just like with the shoes, with the old Nikes and the Jordans, there is mad collecting people saving their old bikes from when they were kids and like fully restored like old Mongoose and Diamondbacks and all those kind of names that you famously heard of.
Because, we're living in the days where you can easily say they don't make them like they used to. They just honestly,
you're living in it, and you still have those things tangibly in your hand, and you can kind of do something about it. Rob Taker is saying $15K. Now, I thought this was the high end of some of these prices. Flex is saying over. PSP.
Get out of here, man. No way. $30K?
Oh, Flex says he has an expert, and I believe you because Flex talks about riding Triumphs and different types of bikes and all. The Mongoose or the Man Goose. I think Perry likes the man goose.
Shut the fuck up.
You enjoy the man goose. All right, well, let's get down to the pricing this one, folks. Let's run a little timpani. And this bike, who some people say could be as much as $40,000. I said 75. Chunk, what did you got before I click it, buddy?
It was 8,000.
All right, here we go. Let's bring it. $12,500. My God.
Think about that.
I was hoping that this was the high end Chops because, yeah, like a year or so ago, I was thinking or talking about or hearing people talking about their bikes, and I couldn't believe that people were spending in excess of $10,000 for a simple 10-speed. Or not so simple, but a bike, basically.
Yeah, unless you're professional about it, and you're what's that big race they do in Europe every year? It's skipping my mind. Yeah, unless you're doing stuff like that, and it's the way you make money, I can't see a reason for needing a bike that expensive.
Matt said this is definitely not worth more than Scaremaster's credenza. Whoop, I think you're right.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man, we're going to get in that credenza. Let's see. Mongoose. Matt, he seems more unhinged now. Flex 316 was the Triumph. That the Triumph that he rode, yes. Did I say 50? Oh, nice, yes. I have a 1050, yep. How much does that actually help your time? That's another good point there, Chops. Like, is this really change? Like you said, unless you're in the Tour de France, do you need a $12,500 bike to get exercise or to ride with your friends in the neighborhood?
And if you think you need that, I think you need to talk to your accountant. He might be spending too much.
Now, I was mistaken. I thought it was the Tour de France, but Rob Taker says he thinks that is the French 600. That bike race.
Yeah. Either or. Yeah.
But do you think it's based on he does, but I think he hands it up for stream. Are you guys talking about me? Let me see. 1050. Oh, it's got a bitch seat on it. Here we go. Sit in the bitch seat. All right, well, we're going to finish out this reel, and then we're going to ease on down the road. But let's see what our next item is up for bids. Whoa, what is this?
Is that a taco?
Yes, this is a luxury food item. Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes. And let me read you some of the things on it because it's small on the screen for me. I have to read it off of my monitor here. And I will let you know that if you're in the mood for tacos, how about spending blank dollars? Well, here's just the place for you. Located on the Baja Peninsula in Mexico, the Gran Villas Los Cabos Resort Hotel offers the world's most expensive tacos. For blank dollars, you can get 2 of the world's finest tacos. These tacos are served packed with some of the most expensive ingredients. They're packed with Kobe beef, lobster, black truffle, brie cheese, almas beluga caviar. This is all inside a soft corn tortilla and topped with flakes of gold. So there you go. What do you think about that? It's got all the most expensive meats and caviar. It is 2 of them. So caviar, beluga, black truffle, lobster, Kobe beef. I'm going to say that these are probably at least $1,000 a piece. Two. I'm going to say $1,000 a piece. That's got to be a reasonable price. $1,000 a piece. Maybe.
I'm going to agree with Peter Sky Parker. I'm going to say $299, but $299 each, so about $300 each.
Okay, I'm saying I'm saying $600. I'm saying $1,000 for the whole, $1,000 per taco.
Oh, for both? Okay. Yeah,
I'm saying $1,000 per.
Per. Oh
yeah.
Shit!
because they have all that stuff in it. They have Kobe, they have lobster, they have truffle, they have beluga, and I know a lot of that stuff can be expensive. So that's where I'm. Let's see. I live in Baja. Oh yeah, I live in Baja. Jesse the Body Ventura. I live in Baja. The bike Tom Cruise was on in Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 1. I love me a motorbike flex. Tiff checks in with $1,200. All right. Well, hell, this ain't Taco Bell. This is the most expensive tacos. 2 tacos with beluga and caviar and other things. What the hell?
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. And Chops,
I'm sorry.
We both thought that I was way on the high end at $1,000 a piece. Oh my God.
$25,000?
And you had me really questioning my shit. I'm like, that does sound kind of weird, like $1,000 per taco. I'm like, that does sound, but damn. Look, Peter Scott Parker says that can't be true. And Cyke Clyde is laughing because he knows it's true because he put this segment together.
That's 12,500 each. Gosh, damn.
That is what it is. So we look at this. See, that's why I call this segment "You Can't Afford It." You can't afford it.
How do you eat that with a clear conscience? Like, you could eat it and be like, I just ate somebody's salary.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. That when you put it in that way, it does say you asked about the amount of gold flakes. It simply says "and topped with gold flakes." No milligrams or kind of a weight information there. Tiff. Let's see. I live 10 minutes from Casa Bonita. That means beautiful house or beautiful view, right? Let's say beautiful house. Yes. Caviar, says my sister Kathy. Yeah, I thought the caviar and the Kobe and I know truffle can be expensive, but boy, was I off by $23,000. Jeez. What's that if you have to ask, you can't afford it section? Is that what they say?
My brain, it spazzed for a second because I thought it said, I knew it said 25,000, but my brain wanted to say $25.
Yeah, like 25.00. You want that to be a decimal point and not a comma. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Drowning a kid beforehand and easy chops. I can take you to a spot where I can get the best tasting tacos for $1.50. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. And I think that this is their theme song, right? I can find it in a timely manner. Come on, Bob. You can do it.
It's raining tacos. Raining tacos.
The guy who makes $25,000 taco makes $1 a day. That's a very good point. That's probably is the economics of that, and that you have Pedro or the alleged Pedro in the kitchen saying, yeah, making low wage. That would be normal. I have no idea. Facts. Must be the gold, right? Says Tiffany. A little bit of everything, Tiff. But like I said, with the beluga and the black truffle and the Kobe and the lobster, that's got to be a pretty big part of it too. But
the gold, the gold itself is meant to just be a fancy garnish. You can't really taste gold, so I wouldn't expect that they would put a whole bunch on there. I think it's like I think what you got to be it's what's inside of it. It's those meats. It's I got to say the caviar has got to be the thing that's bumping that up.
Yeah. And the gold, like with the Goldschlager alcohol, I understand there's only a little bit of gold flake in the bottom of those things. It's like a negligible amount, but I'm sure after a while it costs a little bit of money. But I said I'm surprised guys haven't the night after went in the toilet and tried to harvest their shit or something. You know, like there's gold in them there turds.
Oh my God! Could you imagine going into the past with a Goldschlager with one? What do they call the guys that were mining gold? Prospectors?
Yeah, prospectors. I'm a shit prospector.
It's like, so in the future, you drink gold?
Well, I agree, Flex316, who says it's all stupid. And that's why I want to kind of compare and contrast. And that's why I call this segment, You Can't Afford It. Just Mike checks in, saying what others have said, that Chops has a good voice for the radio.
Mike, thank you, sir.
And it's the gold miner, Chops, or a prospector.
Gold miner, thank you. There
Same
you go.
Diff.
Yep.
Same diff. And the other half tastes like shit. You said it half tastes like something. The other half tastes like shit. All right, well, let's continue on with our next item up for crazy bids on You Can't Afford It. What do we have here? Let's see, it's a bottle of water. This is a fancy.
What?
It's a bottle of water. Let me get it up on my screen. Most bottles of water sell for $1 at your local convenience store, or even for cents at a piece and in bulk packs. And at the pricey end of the scale, you might pay up to 10 times that if your neighborhood Costco is currently being raided by the coronavirus preppers. But imagine going to a store and the water bottle costs more than a new BMW. So there's a clue.
Wow, dude.
The Acqua di Cristallo Tributo of Mondigliani water bottle sold for, did that give away the price in there?
Yep, they did by accident.
Let's see, Cyke scratched them out of the other ones, but let's say like Rob's taking $60,000, 40. Yep. And plus, we also did give the other clue that it's more than a BMW. So let's do this. Let's go. Let me play it for you. Here we go. Let's do a little timpani.
And it's
there. It is. It is. But he didn't block it. $60,000.
That's so upsetting.
That's
crazy.
My God. That's crazy. Let's continue on with our next item and hope the price isn't included in the description. Let's see. for our next item up for bids. What do we have here? We have a Louis Vuitton crocodile. I got to say this like Riley Martin. Understand? We have a Louis Vuitton crocodilian leather backpack. You motherfuckers. You understand? Louis Vuitton crocodilian reminds me of the reptilians. More than a BMW 60,000 easy. Cyke says, damn it, sorry, LOL, late night reading. That's okay, buddy.
It's all good.
I appreciate you putting this together. It's water, for fuck's sakes.
Exactly,
$1,500 for this bag. Okay, folks, since it is 13 minutes past the hour and my friend Chops has been here with us for most of the time, we're going to pull this train into the station after we do this last segment right here, this last item. And I'll save the other 5 for another day, but I'm having a blast with you today.
It's been great.
Thank you for showing up and hanging out with me and starting off the year on a positive note. I had to get the first one in, man. I'm like, I'm at a starting gate. I need to be at that starting gate. So I'm happy to be here at the starting gate of the new year, January 1st with you.
I think everybody appreciates it. Thank you.
Thanks, Chops. I appreciate that. Crocodilians are obviously reptilian. You understand? Space Chief 75. Crocodilians. This is a deep cut. We're doing some deep cut Howard Stern stuff. You understand? Selling water is the oldest scam in the book. And you know, Widow Killer, I remember back in when they started bottling the water, I'm like, what suckers are they going to get to buy this shit?
I remember those days. Yeah.
Don't you, Chops? Like, who in their right mind's going to pay for water, something you can get out the tap your damn self? Yeah, here we are. Now we got flavored water and cases of water out the ass all over the place. All right, let's go over this last Louis Vuitton. Now, I'm not a big fancy Louis Vuitton guy in this you can't afford it segment. But I understand that Louis Vuitton is a high-end kind of boutique name. It is named synonymous with quality and exclusivity, and most notably, luxury. For centuries, they have provided the wealthiest among us with a product unlike any other. Exotic design and high-end price define Louis Vuitton. Celebrities have used their products for decades, and the Louis Vuitton crocodilian rock is no exception. So let's put in our bids.
Oh man!
Straight up like crocodile. You got them, them now later alligators. Well, now you can get your crocodile rock on with your Louis Vuitton crocodilian leather backpack. You understand, you motherfuckers? Let's see. So I'm gonna say, Christ, what I know that the shoes can be. I think those Louis Vuitton shoes and bag can be $5,000, $10,000. So this has to be a $15,000 item easily. I'm gonna say 15.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with I hope we're both wrong, but I'm going to go with 12,000.
Well, we were all way off on the talk guys. Well, let's see. We got Selling the Water is the oldest scam. We have Rob Tager checking in saying 82 grand. Peter Scott Parker's cheating. He says, "Oh my God, I just Googled this one." Keep it to yourself there, Peter, until afterwards. Rob Taker, you Googled it too. Well, let's see. Chops is allowed, says Space Nerd. Yes, Chops is officially part of the vibe as long as he wants to be. He is welcome to be.
Thank you, guys.
Rob Taker says, nah, it's rich people and croc, LOL. Rich people and crocodile. Let's see. I got a product for you, says Waver. Sure. I got a product for you, right? There you go. There's a product for you. It produces something, too. Oh, says Peter Scott Parker. My 34,000 was too high, said Space Nerd. Rob Taker's laughing, which is good. My sister says 25,000. Stacey Allen coming in with the last minute bid of $7,000. Waiver salutes PSP. Gimme Bezos checks in late in the day and says $50,000. Granny, who's not gay and anyway, says 150K. It's for selfish reasons. I like hanging out with Tiff, says Space Nerd. No, Mr. Zero, $70,000. Well, let's do it. Here we go, folks. This is our last item for our last segment of today, which has been a banger. Let's do it. Happy New Year, everybody. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to keep doing it. The future is coming, folks. A Louis Vuitton croc bag, $79,000.
What the hell?
And I thought it was $15,000. $79,000. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that segment. I thought I had a banner. I'm probably going to have to get a proper intro or outro for this. But hey, everybody, that was You Can't Afford It. You can't afford it. And your father is an alcoholic. You dropped your ice cream. You dropped your ice cream. As we wrap up this episode of BF Live The Vibe, Stream Show 217, we successfully created a vibe here. I mean, it's a vibe, folks. And you can see that vibe occurring every time we're talking and having fun with Chop's cool-ass meters. Thank you, Chops, for joining us. Happy New Year, my friend. Tell the folks where they can find you after today, my friend.
Guys, catch us at CornDiff at YouTube, at corndiff.com every Tuesday and Thursday on WGNN at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And there you go, WGNN, 7 p.m. Eastern. What is tonight? Tonight is Wednesday, so it's kind of a neutral night for me. We don't really have no Perry tonight or nothing going on tonight. So I'm just going to be hanging out, just kind of coasting and enjoying the new year. Like I said, I thought about taking the day off today and kind of doing it earlier, but I couldn't miss you guys. I love you, man. I love you too much, man.
Dedication. To
the chat, I simply say, you complete me. You complete me. So thank you. I love you. You complete me. I love you. Would you like a Hot Pocket? No. WGNN is on Sundays at 11 p.m. Pacific as well.
Oh, that's right.
Tiff will let you know. That's right. I do catch you guys sometimes on the weekends or on Sundays. So look around for us on the YouTubes, why don't you, wherever you're at, folks. I hope you enjoyed this day today. We got the new year started off on a positive vibe, so I'm very happy with that. We are successful. Thank you for the brother handshakes from Peter Scott Parker. Waver says, great show, y'all, and got Chops Talk. Y'all got Chops Talk. Coasting and roasting, says our friend Matt. We're going to do a coffee show. But Just Mike is going to be on the air tonight under our rock show. You can find him on online tonight at 8 o'clock if you check your YouTubes. Space Nerd, a variety show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock East, and he'll be premiering it tonight. Throw the name in. It's like Rock Will, the Rock will keep rocking something. I can't remember what you said there. BF Live, The Vibe. Thank you, says Space Nerd. Thank you. Because if I didn't have you guys and people like Flex316 checking in from down under, making the vibe worldwide, I certainly wouldn't be anything. So for my friend, Chops Talk joining us today, and for our friends who couldn't be with us today, but they are many other days, I want to thank them, Bobby Nick Havens and Scott Fitzpatrick and Stormy and the chat family. I'm going to say peace and love. Here's to an amazing 2025 from our friend Stacy checking in, Alan. She says, F 2024. And I think a lot of people in here have that sentiment, whatever, Stacy. I heard that occurring more on TV last night as people were counting down. People were like shoving 24 out the door. So here's to a great 2025 era, Chops, for you as well, buddy. Let's see. Hack Ride Studios checks in. It hasn't been here in a minute. Thank you for the most generous $5 super chat.
Much love.
Happy New Year to BF. Sco Ducks. He likes the Oregon Ducks. And fuck, that means fuck Ohio State. There you go. You would get along with good with my friend Spawn here in the chat, Hack Ride, if you guys haven't talked, because he's a big gambling guy, college football guy, and a Ducks guy like yourself. Thank you, Hack Ride, for checking in, man. I hope you're doing good over there at Hack Ride Studios. You can check out his shows with Unboxing Eric and all that stuff on Sundays, and DJ Electrify on Sundays. Space Nerd says at Just Mike, is it Just Mike? Just Mike says, here's to a great 2025. Tiff says, thank you, BF. Tiff, thank you for being here, your gifted memberships, and you contributing, that word, prevalent, contributing to this vibe. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tiff. Indeed, HR, Hacker Ride. Space Nerd, yes, from Just Mike. Are you on Discord? You can post it there too. New beginning 2025. That's what we're all about. Yes. Come on, folks. This is it. I think we did it. I feel like we weren't even off the air that much, and we're right back starting the new year. I'm in Discord too. Mike will let you know. Space Nerd says, I love you, chat family. 2025 is going to be great. It already is. I'm not sure what Terry Nee issue is, but Terry Nee simply chats in which says, suck the ducks. Well, I'm not sure why you're bitter. Hey, thank you, Terry Nee. Thank you, Terry Nee, for all your help in getting me through last 2024, or your positivity and your contributions. And Tiff lets us know that says, I'm still Pac-12 bitter. That's right. Yeah, they blew up the whole conferences. For those of you that follow football, yeah, all the conferences have been shifted, and now West Coast teams are playing in East conferences and vice versa. But with that, I digress, or I digest. Tiff, I don't know, and when I won't be. All right, well, let's do this, folks. Let's pull this fun train into the station. Once again, for Chops joining us, Scott Fitzpatrick, Bobby Nick Havens, in the chat family, peace and love. Join me again tomorrow at 12 East right here on BF Live. We will see you the next time we see you. Peace and love, folks. It's not bye. It's just bye for now. See ya.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.